I'm amazed people even watch that reaction of Absolute Woman. Eight. Did my edge fuck up and shit? Okay. Hopefully this is the right place we left it all. Hey, 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 hey.
To the floor. Pain and confusion cross her face as she quickly moves towards the exit. I have to go. You stay here. You'll be safer here. She gasps before leaping into the air and flying away. Moments later,
Who's so cool?
Diana arrives in Union Square over Gateway City. She looks down in horror as she sees small spiders.
Okay, okay. You can hear it. Hold on, let me get my voice. I was sounding way too deep. I sound way too deep. Okay. But no, why my voice not deep? What the hell?
Crawling along the concrete, each one
Hope it's not that
broadcasting a strange
new
variation of the
2.0 period.
Tetraside's call. Hecate, give me strength to
I mean,
persevere.
I am by
Diana whispers
my
before
birthday on
she flies
August
down,
24th.
slamming into the
That's when I turned
ground and
20.
quickly beginning to
I'm
attack the
19 right
small
now.
mechanical spiders. She begins to smash them and pull people to safety.
Persona
But there are
3
too
Reload.
many strange robots. This is too slow. I need them to come to me. I need to be more of a threat. Diana thinks
Okay, yeah,
to
this is where we
herself
left
as
off.
she reaches into her pouch and pulls out a glowing potion.
I
She
wonder if that
smashes
they
it
ain't
against the
powerful
ground
enough,
and the
that rope
magic
powerful enough to take
spills
down
out,
Superman.
wrapping around her, engulfing her
The
in a
hell is
magical
that?
flame. The spiders immediately turn to this new threat and skitter forward,
I don't
crawling
know.
over
There's a
Diana
new
as they
Absolute Superman. I feel
broadcast
like
their
she can't take
horrid
him down.
noise. The sound weakens Diana and she falls to her knees. Her
I feel like
mind
this
is
version
full
could
of
probably take her
pain and
down.
confusion.
Take down
But
Absolute
finally,
Superman.
she gathers her strength and she smashes her fists into the ground, destroying large swaths of the robots. She leaps into the air and spins,
Yep.
throwing the
Famous Wonder Woman
creatures off
spin.
of her. As she gathers herself, she turns and sees the spiders are coming from a nearby construction building. I hope whoever's up there likes getting punched in the throat. Diana growls as she
Ooh.
flies to the building. She lands on
That's
the
what I like
upper
about Wonder
floors
Woman,
and
but she do
easily
not
kicks
play.
down the half-finished
I
drywall.
like that
Whoever
about
you
her.
are, I hope you're at
Eyes
peace with your
glowing too?
creators. Diana bellows as she storms into the room, her eyes glowing with magical
That girl in the
fury.
suit create all of those little
Dr.
robots.
Poison
I mean,
steps
she was
back
in
and
there
holds
for a
up her
while.
hands in surrender. Wait! Don't hit me! My name is Dr. Poison, and you're going to want to hear me out, princess.
Why?
Poison
Why should we?
shouts,
Why should we?
making Diana stop short. I know where you can find an Amazon. Her eyes widening in shock.
Or is it a
Far
trap?
above Gateway City, Diana grabs Dr. Poison by her suit and hangs her over the edge of the skyscraper. First things first, Doctor. Turn off your monstrous tetraspiders. Diana orders as the tiny mechanical
Did she did it to get her
that
attention?
broadcast the tetracide signal stalk behind her.
Do
Dr.
it,
Poison
innit?
scrambles to grab hold
I'm
of
a
Diana's
little
arm and
system,
steady
baby.
herself. Bring me in! The controls are inside! She stammers. Diana glares at her for a moment. No games, Doctor. You have seen what I will do to save this city. Do not think yourself special, Diana warns, before
Ooh.
tossing her inside.
I feel like she
Dr.
wouldn't
Poison
hesitate to
moves
kill her.
quickly,
I don't think
crawling
that no
across
kill
the
will
floor
apply
to
to
her
her.
laptop and begins to tap
But still,
the
I never
links.
seen Wonder Woman actually kill
Dr.
someone.
Poison glances over her shoulder at the Amazon. There's toxic gas in this suit. If you toss me out the window, it's sure to leak out and kill people. Dr. Poison warns her. Moments later, the spiders all stop in their tracks. The signal ends its broadcast. Diana steps
wonder
forward.
what she look like in this
crushes
suit.
One of the spiders in her hands. She is confused.
Hey, she really
Did
big
your
in that
government
suit?
do this to you, Doctor? She asks. Dr. Poison shakes her head. Not exactly. But they gave you this sound, didn't they? This poor recording of the Tetracide song? Unconscionable behavior, Diana growls. Dr. Poison reaches down and begins to pack up her laptop.
I wonder, is she
pointing
really
out
that big in that
Diana is
suit?
angrier with her
Or the suit just
than
make her
was
look
with the
big?
giant monster that tried to kill the world. That
I
was
wanna
an
see what she
ancient
look like in the
monster
suit.
from another world, doing only what it knew how to do. It was not a clever human harnessing dangerous weapons it doesn't understand.
Is she like
only to use them to purposely
that
hurt
poisonous
fellow
that she can't get out that
citizens,
suit?
Diana points out. But Diana steps in Dr. Poison's
I really
way,
that strong?
stopping her from packing up and ordering her to call all the Tetraspiders back to the skyscraper so that they can destroy them. I didn't agree to. Dr. Poison starts to argue, but Diana motions
You
back
agree?
to the window.
You know
Have
you talking to?
forgotten about the window,
Smack the
Doctor?
shit out of you.
She asks.
Well, you better stop
Poison
talking Wonder Woman.
sighs, turns and sets the laptop
Get your
back
ass smack up.
begins to execute the commands.
Fuck, you ain't
Behind
talking
her,
back to me.
Diana kneels and begins
You
to
don't talk back
trace
to no Wonder
sigils
Woman.
into the floor
You do what
with
she
the
tell
glowing
you do.
potion. Tell me how you
She tell
know
you
of
what
an
to do, you
Amazon.
do it.
Tell me.
She ain't gonna
about
take no
my
stuff from you.
sister.
I feel like
Diana
this Wonder
finally
Woman might
says.
kill.
Dr. Poison continues to work on the laptop, but explains that in the lowest levels of Area 41, there's
I
an
feel like a
ancient
Batman that
maze.
kills
There
is a
are all
Batman you don't
kinds of
want
things
really want to mess
trapped
with.
inside, Dr. Poison says.
A Superman that
explaining
kills
that
is a
some of them were
Superman
there when the
that
maze
you
was
don't want to be in the
discovered,
world with.
while others were put
I
there by the
legit want to see
government.
that.
Some are human.
Even
while
though
others are
Injustice always
creatures
show
we
us
don't
what it look like
understand.
if Superman
And
kills.
was my sister someone you put in the maze? Or someone that was already there?
I feel like
Diana
it's good,
asks sharply.
but it wasn't
Dr.
executed
Poison
properly.
turns back to her, explaining that the Amazon was already there. Now, the spiders have gathered around
Oh,
Diana.
okay.
She activates her spell. A portal begins to open on the floor, and the spiders disappear through.
She learned all
What
of
have
this
you
magic
done?
spells.
Where are they going? Dr. Poison asks as she backs away in fear. Diana stands and begins to hover towards the window. To hell. Don't do this again, Doctor. I'll be
I won't
watching,
tell you again.
Diana
I'll beat
warns
your ass if
before
you do it
flying
again.
away.
Understand me?
Later, she returns to the Hyron and
You
tells
mean
her
the
friends
Justice
everything
building.
She learned from Dr.
I don't. They're
Poison.
not the Justice Tower, but the
It's
Justice
clearly a
Building.
trap, Steve warns
That's
her.
their home.
Diana nods as she gathers ingredients for her potions, pointing out that regardless of whether it's a trap or not, she must find this lost Amazon.
I
There's
mean,
nothing I wouldn't
it is a
try,
trap.
Nowhere
What if
I wouldn't
Poison
go
is an
for
Amazon
the
herself?
faintest hope of finding a sister. Diana
She probably the poison
explains.
Amazon.
Steve follows her back inside, still worried.
follow
about
her,
the
clap her
potential
down?
dangers of her trip, pointing out that this maze is being used as a prison and that she doesn't even know how to get inside. But Diana has begun to mix her potion. She lifts a vase and pours the
That
red
tattoo
liquid
is so
onto the
cool. I'm not
floor.
gonna lie. I want to see a
Dipping her
live
hand
action,
in,
but I hope they
she
choose the right
begins to
Wonder Woman.
trace the outline of a
Please, for the
door
love of
into
God,
the
do
wall,
not
while
choose
whispering
Gal
words
that.
of
Do not choose
power.
her.
Steven,
You
know
can
me
find
well
us
enough
someone
to
that
know
built
I
like Wonder
make
Woman.
my own doors. Diana
Okay, you can
tells
find
him
someone
as the
as big
portal
as
opens,
Wonder Woman,
Diana's friends
and that's
step
swole,
back in
or you can
amazement
make
as
them
magic
swole
pulses
as
through
Wonder
the
Woman. So
room.
if they're not swole,
Diana
you can make
steps
them
through the
as
portal
swole as
and it
her.
closes behind her. She looks around
And make
the
sure they
dark
pre.
and ancient
Okay,
stone
they gotta be.
maze.
If they
An
like
odor of decay
pre but
reaches
tall
her,
but not
and
swole,
Diana
you can make them
wrinkles her
swole.
nose.
Okay,
She
I had to have
holds
them to
out
work
her
out.
hand and casts another sigil against the wall.
And plus, you could just
creating
use
a
makeup.
golden
You get a
sign
makeup
to
artist
mark
do
where
her
she
face.
entered the maze. Reaching down to her bag, she pulls out a magic torch.
I remember
that finally
Superman meet her.
casts light on the dark
When she
tunnels.
gonna meet Superman?
And so, Diana begins to make her way through the labyrinth. She wanders for a time. The
ugh.
corridors all begin to look the same.
No, excuse
Suddenly,
me.
the sounds of battle begin to echo off the stones around her. Diana moves quickly down the hallway until she rounds the corner to find a scene of carnage.
Is she gonna see an
Strange
Amazon?
Fish creatures surround a minotaur,
What
launching
kind of?
attacks
Is that a
against the
human
angry
bull?
warrior. Diana
Half human, half
dons
bull?
her helmet of war and draws
That's so
forth her
tough.
nemesis lasso.
That's
she
tough.
launches herself into the fight, pulling a fishman to safety.
That's tough.
before
She look like a
whirling and wrapping
Valkyrie.
the lasso around the minotaur's
You know those
arm.
helmets, like the Valkyrie
Diana
helmets?
needs to find clarity in this chaotic situation. She wraps the Minotaur tighter and pulls him down to her level as she searches his soul for the truth of his intention. This
Oh,
will either bring him to
that's
his
your
knees
truth lasso?
or prove his
But that's
innocence,
a lasso
she
that can
thinks
see
to
into your
herself.
soul.
It takes but a moment.
That's a
but
useful
she
lasso.
finds it. Quickly, she steps back and releases the man bull.
That's useful.
Apologies, friend.
You can
I
look to
don't know
people's
what this
souls.
is,
That's
but
useful.
You have my axe, she tells him. Diana whirls back to the fishmen, lashing out with her lasso to keep them back. Or perhaps
How do he
the
got your
lasso will
axe?
do, she
What?
says as she steps
How?
back to back with the Minotaur.
How do you lost
What
it?
do we fight for, friend? Our lives or
When-
something more?
when do you
Diana
lose it?
questions as the fishmen draw closer.
Am I
The
bugging? Are we
Minotaur
missing some
glances
parts?
at her. They want Petra. He grunts at her. Diana glances to the wall, where she sees a young woman.
Is that
Siren,
Amazon?
Nearly dead, but a siren nonetheless. The Minotaur
That's a
lets
fish?
out a bellow and rushes into the fishmen, driving them back. Diana joins him, slashing with her lasso and throwing
Ooh, I know that hurt.
fishes. The two warriors push the fishmen back until they start to hesitate to continue their attack.
You
You
better.
have had but a taste of the Nemesis lasso, fiends. It cries for your sin. Let it
cries
taste
for your
more.
blood.
Come closer.
Come
I
here, you
beg
must be
you.
a sacrifice.
Diana calls to them, but the fishmen retreat down the labyrinth.
Look at the
battle
aura,
over,
man.
Diana removes her helmet. She turns
I can
back
see her
to
lurking in
new
the corner
friend as he
out of
reaches
nowhere,
down
and then
to
smack the
retrieve
soul
the
out of somebody.
siren. We must go. I
Put-
hear more menfish close by. They'll join together and redouble their attack. The Minotaur
Put that siren in the
grunts.
water.
Diana
She be
nods
fine.
and joins them, and the trio move through
But
the
she do look
darkness
kinda
of the
dead.
maze. Thank you for your timely assistance.
Why don't you
stranger.
run
I
if she's
am
dying?
Ferdinand, the Minotaur tells her, explaining that he's always lived inside the maze and that he has a place that they can hide.
I do
They
actually want to see an
continue down the
animation.
hall, and Diana glances at her new friend. I know this is hard.
Like, do an animation first. Don't do live action first. Do
The
animation.
maze?
I am
Diana
curious what
asks,
live
and
action
Ferdinand
look like. Like,
ponders
you could
on it
find
for a
someone as
moment.
big as Batman.
Some say Clea is
Dude,
an
because there's someone out there that
though I
big.
have seen no evidence
Or you could
of it
make them
other
that
than
big.
her strength. She is the monster who has taken control of the maze. The woman who hunts Petra, Ferdinand tells her. The pair round the corner and stop short. The fishmen are kneeling.
Who is
and
that?
A woman walks.
That's
across
Aquaman
their
Rife?
knees. It's not Clea, it's Queen Clea, she tells them, glaring at them both. But then, you have always had a disrespectful tongue, Ferdinand. After I've grown weary of your screams, we'll cut it out, so I never have to think of you again.
Oh yeah,
Clea
one of
tells
them you got to put her in place.
Diana
Smack her up.
stares at the woman and knows one thing for certain.
Smack her.
That is no Amazon. Diana
Yeah,
stops.
Amazons don't talk like
The
that.
maze corridors are tight around
Man,
her,
y'all won't splash some
but
water
she
on her.
steps in front of the Minotaur Ferdinand and the
Before she
siren
dies.
Petra. Diana glances at the seemingly young girl. She is surprised that the siren does not use her song to merely lay waste to their enemies, but
Right.
realizes that
She
she
can't-
may be unable to speak. Reaching into her magic
Oh damn, she
belt,
used to saying.
Diana draws her axe and prepares for a fight. Don't let them get around us! Ferdinand rumbles as the fishmen rush forward.
Nigga, if you don't
urging
use your
Clea,
horns-
their queen. Diana meets them, ramming into one
Just
and
ram into
slamming
them.
him into the stone walls. Another falls to a slash from her axe.
Is her eyes
before
closed while she
another
fighting?
is
Girl,
tossed over
are you
her
crazy?
shoulder. The Minotaur joins her, using his
I know you ain't fine with
massive
your eyes
size and
closed.
strength to bring more fishmen to the ground. But Clea is shouting at her
Your eyes
forces,
better not be closed.
ordering them to bring up a ballista. Prepare to fire, you fools! Clea bellows.
Ew,
in
why she
anger,
gonna look like
but
that, though?
Ferdinand sees the potential attack. He whirls.
I'm not talking about
quickly,
Wonder
throwing
Woman.
the fishmen aside, shielding Diana and Petra.
Bro,
with his
I-
massive frame.
bro, where's some
The large
pants?
wooden arrow
I know you can
sails
see his-
forward as the drawstring is loosened. The projectile.
I'll be
pierces
disgusted. I'll like,
flesh
nigga, where's some
and brings
pants?
forth a grunt of pain. Diana moves to help him, but he waves her away. Go, protect Petra. Get
You sure
out
that's
if
not
you
like a
can.
mask he's wearing?
Ferdinand rumbles softly. Diana
He talking
nods
natural
and puts a
with-
hand to his
It's
shoulder.
look like a
Do not
mask.
give up, my friend. I will be back.
But it do
for
look
you.
like it do
Have
look
faith.
natural, so he
You
might
have
be a
the
half
promise
bull, half
of
human.
Diana, witch of the Wild Isle. Diana whispers. She
Witch?
whirls quickly and lifts Petra into her arms.
Okay, so Wonder
before
Woman, the
rushing
witch.
off
Okay.
into the maze. The fishmen rush.
I mean, it's
forward,
better than the
pushing
original.
Ferdinand's weakened body to the floor.
I don't
Binding
like
for
this
travel,
character design.
but
I don't
bring
like
me the
this.
siren now.
They could
I've
do a
waited
little better.
long enough, and we'll
I don't like
deal
the
with
arrogant
this
tone.
strange interloper as we do all unwanted things. Clea
I don't like the
says
arrogant
as she
tone.
steps forward,
Hey,
but the fishmen turn to her in fear.
humble yourself, okay?
Your Majesty, they're gone, one of them tells her. Anger flashes across Clea's face as her eyes widen.
Cleopatra?
Find them and bring them to me. Kill the interloper, but I need
I mean, come on, the
siren
names connect.
alive. Clea
Cleopatra?
bellows in anger, her words echoing along the labyrinth's corridors. But Diana
wonder how powerful
is
she is.
already rushing away, Petra tucked in her arms. Before
Yo, you gotta hurry up
wild
and splash some
isle
water
of
on her.
hell, the test is about to begin. Cersei prepares her young daughter for battle, tightening the buckles on Diana's armor.
Okay,
and
she did do
helmet
training,
As the
okay.
young Amazon takes her battle axe from the friendly demons that wander the house.
That's a mini battle axe?
Cersei takes one last look at her daughter before pulling her into a hug. Trust in yourself above all things, Diana, and all will be well, Cersei whispers. But Diana smiles and heads towards the door. Don't
Damn,
worry,
she was
Mama.
brave that
I'm
young?
not afraid of gods, Diana says over her shoulder. Darkness has fallen over the
Holy
Wild
crap, she was this
Isle
brave?
as Diana steps outside. A
She was just
fog
born
rolled
brave.
in from the ocean that surrounds them. Hello? I am Diana of the Wild Isle. Welcome to my home, Diana calls.
Look at Minnie ass. She
The
was so
fog
adorable.
parts, and out steps
Ooh,
a massive
you got blood on his face?
panther, its face covered in blood. Hello, princess. The Black Panther says as it begins to circle the young girl. We do not
Two?
have much, but what we have is yours, Diana explains. But the panther circles her and proclaims that it will take all. It opens its massive jaws.
She gonna grab
and
him
it
by his neck
moves
like,
towards
what you
Diana
doing?
suddenly.
What you
The
doing?
young
Get off me.
Amazon does
Understand me?
not
Get off
move.
me.
Defend yourself, princess. The panther demands.
She's not worried. She has super
Diana
strength.
shakes her head. I will not fight you for no reason, she explains simply. The panther continues to circle, explaining that it will rend her flesh, crack her bones. I
don't
accept
think she
can
worried.
bear it, Diana tells it. Because you are weak, the panther says as it bites down on Diana's arm, forcing her to drop her axe. Now will you fight? It asks.
She okay.
But Diana shakes her head. The panther growls
Why she not
softly
fighting?
his defiance. Suddenly, it turns. A turtle has pulled itself from the waters and wandered onto the shore.
Oh, he about to kill it.
Panther
This is where
moves
she lock
quickly,
in.
charging forward as its jaws open
This where
wide.
she
But
stopped it.
suddenly, Diana's axe falls in the panther's way, protecting the sea creature. He did nothing to you. Leave him be. Diana
Right before I
snaps
beat the
defiantly.
soul out you.
The panther
Beat the
turns
blood
and
out you.
smiles at her. Ha!
Think you hard with the blood on your
There
face?
you are, wild one. I knew
Might
I
give you a
could
reason to
find
bleed.
you, it tells her.
You're a god?
Diana's hand
I
begins
make
to glow
gods
with
bleed.
magic as the panther
Ooh, that
reaches
sounds
out and
tough.
pins the turtle to the ground with its massive paw. That creature is under my protection. You may not harm him, Diana growls. She leaps forward.
You protect her
slamming into the
almost too?
panther, hitting it again and again. She swings her axe, drawing blood from the beast. But the panther is not deterred and charges at the young warrior.
Man, you could do better.
Later, the door to their home swings open. Cersei looks up, but finds no one standing in the entryway. Diana?
Is she order farming?
calls as she heads outside. The fog begins to swirl and lift, revealing the
You got
young
knocked out?
girl unconscious on the rocks. Diana, can you hear me? Cersei asks as she lifts the young girl. Diana
Ooh.
stirs and smiles at her. The turtle.
Hey, dude, Wonder Woman got
clutched in her
superhero.
arms. Safe. You'd be proud, Mama.
I know she don't
You
have
did
dinners,
good.
but look at she got
This
superhero.
is Nico, Diana whispers. Once inside their cave, Cersei takes care of her daughter. Tears spill from her eyes as she prays to Hecate by the fire, asking the
Oh,
goddess
okay.
to spare Diana from the pain of her future. The smoke swirls around the room, solidifying and becoming.
She will say,
an image of the
"No.
goddess. Please,
This is
Hecate,
her
she's
fate."
just a child, Cersei prays. But Hecate drifts forward. Everything we do is to fashion her into a weapon, Hecate reminds Cersei.
Yeah, that's
a
her
smoked
purpose.
hand reaching out,
That's what she meant to
gently
be.
stroking Diana's hair. We love the child as we love few things, but do not be confused by the reason for her existence, Hecate says, explaining that Diana was created to be thrown into a system that must be destroyed. But Cersei
Absolutely
stares
destroyed.
down at the sleeping child. If you were trying to
You
make a
get
weapon,
absolute
why
absolute
also
Wonder
make her a
Woman,
kind
absolute
little
universe.
girl? It's
So absolute
unfathomably
destroyed.
cruel, Cersei whispers.
No?
Hecate
Okay.
swirls around the room, explaining that Diana is a little girl so that others will be dismissive of her, and she will be unseen.
I mean,
She is kind.
she won't
because
grow up.
Monsters do not understand.
And she do become like that.
kindness. But also, she is simply herself. I don't know that any of us could have imagined her this way. This pure, this compassionate,
That's good.
this full of love.
Well, you expect her to be
Whispers.
full of
They
hatred?
will never understand her, and that is
Like,
an
oh, I got a
advantage.
girl.
Have faith and
They
hope,
blah.
Cersei. We are only at the beginning.
You must
Hecate
suffer.
whispers before
I
she
will
drifts
enjoy
away
your
with
suffering
the
looking
smoke
ass.
on the wind.
You expect her to be like that?
Diana is drawing close to the mark she left on the wall. It's not far, Petra. Hold fast. I'm getting
Yeah,
you
don't die
out,
yet.
Diana whispers.
Yeah, look at she dying.
She arrives at the place she left the
What's
door.
up with her skin?
and
It looks
using
so
her
weird.
Magic opens it. Petra, I give you my word. I will not leave here without Ferdinand. May the goddesses protect you, Diana says as she kneels before the
Okay,
young
she by the
siren
water?
and motions her through the door. Petra steps through to the Hyron and collapses to the floor.
Bro,
Steve and the
splash some
others
water
turn
on
in
her.
shock at the young woman, standing over her and pondering her blue skin.
Just splash
Barbara,
water on her.
Does she
She be
look
straight.
dry to you?
She be
Steve
alright.
asks. Then get her some water, Steve, Edda whispers quietly. Meanwhile, Diana has begun to move
Think it's someone
back
common
through the
sense.
maze, searching for her lost friend. But
What's that? What's that
something
pink
is
mist?
different. Strange
What's that?
flowers have begun to grow. Their perfumes swirl through the air. Before she realizes what is happening, She has breathed the flower's scent deeply.
Oh.
The world begins to shift around her. The walls become almost liquid. Something is moving behind her, and Diana turns to see swirling monsters.
No.
Their skin seems to drift and drip. By
That's a
Hecate,
fish.
what kind of monsters are you? Diana whispers.
Those are fish.
She turns to run. The walls are drifting as liquid around her. The scent making her confused. She even forgets why she is running. Finally, she comes
That's a
to
fish.
stop
Yeah, that's a
in
fish.
a vast chamber. Well, that worked rather nicely.
Yeah, those
Seeing
are
you
fish.
now, I see the truth of you. An Amazon, quite rare, and a prime candidate for the pit. Clea calls
Come here.
from her throne.
Come here.
But Diana isn't going down without a fight.
She gotta go crazy.
Oh, no, you don't, menfish.
Why sound like he was about to
Diana
sing?
says lazily as the fishmen begin to surge towards her like a wave. Clea's laughter seems to bubble around the room.
Even
They
when she
prefer
messed up like that?
fishmen, actually, she calls.
Is she still gonna be able to
whirls
whip
among
with
the
them?
bubbly fishmen, throwing punches into
Even
them.
though she messed up like that?
I'll make note. Diana shouts.
The hell?
Her own voice rising and falling like a wave.
Okay,
Finally,
she's high.
Clea waves her hands in annoyance, and Diana notices someone else in the chamber. It's honestly amazing I was able to conquer anything with these minions. Toss in the scientist. The Amazon will go
What
in
scientist?
her own free will to protect him. Clea
Nah,
calls.
she's messed
The
up.
fishmen
She's
move
not locked
quickly,
in.
tossing the shouting human into the pit. Diana doesn't hesitate and leaps over the edge.
She's still messed
diving
up.
downward and catching the stranger before they can hit the bottom. She lowers him to the ground.
Hurry, get
and
out there.
realizes that the entire chamber is full of the strange flowers that are
Get out of
affecting her
there.
mind.
Fly
Try
up.
not to disturb the flowers too much. We'll go mad, the doctor whispers. But Diana can't
Amazing you
help
haven't
it.
gone
The
mad.
perfume fills
You don't have
the
a cure
air,
for it?
making her mind even
got
more
magic.
loose and floaty than before. Diana reaches for her pouch, trying to get a potion
I hope that
to
dummy don't
help
touch
her
it. He's the
sleep.
scientist.
Suddenly,
Oh, he's a
Diana can
scientist.
hear something
He about to
coming.
touch it.
She turns, trying to focus
Ah.
as the chamber melts around her. But something
That
is
dumbass
coming
touch
for
it.
her. Something big that carries a hammer.
Diana.
Looks almost made of fire. Who are you? Diana whispers.
You don't have a cure for
The
this?
creature says something.
You got magic.
But
What
its
you doing?
words are lost to the madness that quickly creeps over Diana.
Diana, you can
Deep
fly.
within
What you
Area
doing?
41, in the ancient maze
Let me hear
that
you.
was
She
discovered,
said she's stuck.
Diana fights for
I'll
her
be
life
tight.
in the pit that
You
Clea
legit
has
can
tossed
fly.
her into. But her mind is warped. The flowers around them have altered her sense of reality, and she swings her great axe at the fiery warrior that stands before her.
Oh, yes, I told
The
me
blade
human.
swishes through the air, and Diana stumbles. This is madness.
I mean, if we're going toe-to-toe
she
with
thinks.
her, that's probably not a
Finally,
human.
She drops the axe to the ground, refusing to fight blindly and possibly kill
Yeah.
someone she shouldn't. She
Right.
holds up a hand
Okay,
to the
she got
fiery
some common
warrior and
sense.
speaks, but her words come out as gibberish to her own ears, and she can't process what she is trying
Hear
to
yourself,
say. But
please.
She thinks her words sound slurred and garbled, but maybe her words are fine, and it's only her
No sign
perception of
language?
them that has changed. She whispers the magic words into the potion. Light suddenly fills the room, and the glowing flowers
Finally.
around them suddenly darken.
What took you so long to cure
Diana's
yourself?
eyes roll up into the back of her head, and she tumbles to the ground, exhausted. No longer made of fire, the warrior leans down over the fallen Diana to
Are you was
study
by
her. She
by
glances
kill a
up at the
human?
scientist that Diana rescued. Can you understand me, science man? The warrior asks. He nods in fear, but the warrior smiles. Go with care to the opening. I'll meet you there.
Oh, she was
And
going to kill a
don't give
human.
Painful screams up the hole if you don't mind. She asks.
Good damn, she had come
He
to
looks
stop.
at her in shock, but goes to the pit opening. Ah!
No, please.
He screams up for Clea. He then walks over to the opening, and turns to the warrior. What are you going to do with us? He gasps.
He
She
ain't gonna do
reaches
nothing.
down and picks up Diana softly. What I always do.
What
the
you mean?
warrior whispers.
What you mean?
Carrying Diana.
What you mean you always do? You about to club her? Chill, chill.
Above to believe that they had been murdered. Diana opens her eyes briefly as they retreat and sees something shimmering in the flower chamber. I see you. She whispers before passing out.
See what?
Long ago, on the wild isle of
They just sure do a lot of
Diana
backstories.
sits with a great
I have noticed that about the Absolute Universe. They
Diana
sure
looks
show a
up at the
lot
goddess.
of
Goddess, will
flashbacks.
you always be angry with me? Diana
I let it fly
asks.
because it's interesting,
The
but
wolf
some of them
looks at her
have
and
no
smiles.
irrelevant plot to the
Angry
story sometimes.
Princess,
Like with some of
you
the
delight
Absolute Batman,
You also
some of it didn't have
found the goddess whispers.
had
explaining that
no
all disciples
reason to
seek
be in the
her
plot.
out. They understand each other, but she does not understand Diana, and that is good. You are clever in a way that I am not. You are kind and compassionate in a way I do not understand.
It's a
You
big
are
dog.
creative and patient. You
Is that dog a
are the best
god or
of all
something?
of us.
The god's
The world
wolves.
is lucky for this, the goddess explains. She motions to the rock that Diana holds.
Like this plot right
Now,
here. How is this
take
relevant
the
to the
stone
story?
And use your magic on it. Make the Hydra love the stone. Seek it out. The goddess orders.
Is this like her learning
Diana
magic? Like
whispers
how
a
this
spell.
relevant to the story?
stone begins to glow. Now, throw it into the water.
But that's a
The
god.
goddess tells her. Diana
No,
tosses
okay.
the stone into the water and watches its light sink into the
Is that its
inky
true form,
darkness.
or it just stays to
Now,
that?
bring it back to me. No magic. Remember what we said.
You're a
about
dog, you're
using
supposed to
the
catch
right
it.
Weapons. It can be
That's the whole
everything,
purpose.
The goddess orders.
Don't forget your
Diana
place.
nods her head and reaches for her axe before disappearing
Or wolf.
beneath the waves.
Wherever you are,
The
wolf,
goddess
dog,
watches
wherever you
as
are.
The sun rises over the horizon. Eventually, Diana reappears. Her weapon gone, but the glowing stone.
Why
in her
didn't you leave your
hands.
left
She
weapon right
places
there
it
by the wolf?
gently before the wolf goddess. Well done, princess, the goddess whispers. With her task complete, Diana picks up the stone and turns back to the water, walking gently into the waves. The goddess cocks her head to the side. Where are you going? She asks.
Go
"The
get my
Hydra and
axe.
We made a bargain. I let her keep my axe until I bring the stone back to her. You said choose the right weapon. The right weapon was bargain. Diana calls before disappearing. The wolf shakes her head in wonder. Confounded
Smart.
child, she whispers.
Smart.
Meanwhile,
It's actually smart, I'm not gonna
beneath
lie.
the maze, Diana awakens to find the scientist and the warrior leaning over her. She sits up gently.
I'm amazed they didn't do
I'm
nothing. She
Diana
is a woman.
Themyscira,
Listen, she's still
last of the
a woman.
Amazons.
I'm amazed they didn't
She
do nothing to her.
exclaims as an introduction. The warrior, an Amazon,
Whoa.
stares at her in wonder. Diana,
Whoa.
Themyscira? How can that be? I am Io, and you
That's
are
an
the
Amazon?
daughter our Queen Hippolyta
She look like a
dreamed of.
maze.
The sister we all dreamed of. A miracle.
The glaze
Io
is
says as
cleazy.
She bows to the
On
princess.
knees too? You might as well kiss her
Diana
feet.
helps
You gotta
her
kiss
to
her feet.
and embraces her in a hug.
You gotta
The
kiss her
miracle
feet.
is you, sister. I have dreamed of meeting a
What's with this
sister since
lesbian
I was a
haircut?
child, Diana whispers.
Have you noticed
Io
this?
pulls back in
I've been noticing in
surprise,
Hollywood too. They be doing that
unsure
lesbian
why
haircut.
Diana has never met an Amazon. It is a long story, sister, and there is little time for that in this cursed maze. But not long after birth, I was taken from the Amazons and raised in the underworld by the sorceress Circe, with a little help from the goddesses.
It's because of
says,
Apollo.
Circe?
Apollo put him there.
I have missed much, it seems, Io says in shock. She explains that she fell on an ancient battlefield. Instead of dying, she awoke in this maze, eventually finding her way to the lower level and tattooing the map on her skin as she went. She leads Diana through the chambers, introducing her to
Is
the crowds
is
of
they
people
immoral?
that have either found their
I mean,
way
since they
down or
have
been
gods
cast
and have
down
human.
by Clea and her army. Have you tried to free
I'm pretty sure.
yourselves?
I know
Diana
Wonder Woman is
questions
immortal
as
because I remember she
meets
lived
the
in the
people who are
90s
merely trying to live
and
their
the
lives in
80s.
this place of darkness. Io nods and leads her to the tunnels, showing her the places where they've tried to find some way out of the maze, including the passageway that leads to the upper levels. Diana nods.
You can't fly?
I have an exit, but getting all of us to the exit without Clea picking us off is going to be the tricky part, Diana tells her.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Eventually, Io
'cause
leads her back to the flower
The Amazon
chamber.
can't fly?
There, Diana explains her plan, telling Io that she will distract Clea and her forces, while also rescuing and healing Ferdinand. Diana points to
I wonder what her
place on
powers
Clea's
is, that
tattoo,
Amazon powers.
explaining that while Clea is distracted, Io needs to bring the survivors in her camp to this place and use the magical exit to escape the maze.
I wonder, can you use
She
that
hands
on the
Io
enemy?
a small bauble with a potion in it, explaining that it is a key to open the door to her
Why she
home
look like a
Gateway
man,
City.
bro?
Finally,
This is what I'm talking
the
about.
two
Let's be
hug,
cut
and
because
Io
not
turns
it.
away to return to her
Some people can,
followers. Hera love and protect
some
you,
people look good
Io.
with, some
If we
people
do
don't.
not meet again, please tell
There's no reason for you
Hippolyta
to
and
be
my
like that.
sisters I love them and will never stop searching.
Hey, I really trying so
Diana
hard to look like a
calls.
guy.
In moments, she is alone in the chamber. The flowers shift slightly.
How do you hate
a
man,
sickly sweet
but you trying to
scent
look like
filling the
one?
air. I know
Makes
you
no
are
sense to
here.
me.
Reveal yourself.
Never made
so that
sense to me.
together we may escape this cursed place.
You try to look
Diana
like a man,
calls. The mysterious
but you hate
entity
man.
appears, shimmering
Never made sense
through
to
the
me.
air. Its body is moving like water. I am incomplete and cannot aid you, the creature whispers.
Useless dirty
And if I
creature, get
complete
off
you,
me.
Diana questions. Then we might
She
have
is
something,
so-
Diana of the
Yeah.
Wild Isle. Do you know the truth of me? The entity asks. Diana nods. I believe I do.
I feel like they do an
Pay
animation. I
attention.
want them to
This will
have
happen
the
fast,
people that made
Diana tells him.
the original
She
comic for
suddenly
this.
leaps into the
The
air,
Wire,
propelling herself out of the pit and back
everyone
up
that made
into
this
Clea's
comic book,
chamber.
I
Clea
want
and
them
her
to do the
forces are
animation.
shocked. Kill her!
Okay.
Clea demands. But Diana is
I want them to
unwitting,
do the animation.
throwing a potion that explodes against
Do
Ferdinand,
not have no
quickly
A-list
healing the Minotaur and
director,
allowing him to
A-list
break free
writer,
of
or
his
some
chains.
random writer. No.
Diana.
You have
I
the
feel
person that made this
strong.
comic book,
He bellows as he
everyone that
rushes
made
in
this
to
comic
push
book,
people.
right, and
Diana
produced
turns
the
back to Clea,
animation,
who has leaped
movie.
forward and
I
slashed
don't
at the
care.
Amazon
They
with a
can learn.
staff.
You can teach
But
them how to
Diana
produce
blocks
and
the
direct.
blade, noting
Teach
the
them.
strange watery jewel on the
You better
tip of the
teach them.
staff. Clea, you are a match for many things in this maze, but I am not one of them, Diana calls. But Clea knocks her away,
Ooh,
slamming
so
her
now she is
into
a
the
match for you.
wall. She rushes forward and stabs
Look at that crazy
Diana
look.
through the stomach.
Where is my
Where is my
siren?
siren? Clea
You gotta yell, bro.
bellows
What you
in
doing?
anger.
What you doing, baby? You gotta yell.
Meanwhile,
You gotta
at the
yell.
Hyron, Steve slowly lowers Petra into the quiet lake within the garden. She immediately comes to life, but the group is shocked by the change in her face, showing
Ooh.
a more monstrous appearance. Back down in the maze, Clea
You getting
steps
hurt?
away from Diana in triumph.
Come on, don't tell me you were
But
doing
the
all that
Amazon
tough
isn't
talk. You was
beaten
talking
yet.
so tough.
She reaches down and pulls the staff.
You
from
can't
her
be talking
stomach
tough like
and
that.
holds it aloft. Despite your
How'd you
behavior,
blink?
I have something
You got
good
armor.
to offer you. If you will only hear me out, Diana says as she staggers to the edge of the pit. But first, Clea's eyes widen in shock as Diana throws the staff over the edge. Clea rushes to the side of the pit and stares down in horror. It's okay. It's fine. It's
Don't
just
you-
in the pit.
That's
I
her
can
power?
send in some of the boys. I can get it back. I can get it back. She whispers to herself.
You're not getting back.
Diana glances at her and holds out her hand. Oh, Clea, you're getting it back. Just not as you imagined, Diana tells her. Suddenly, the entity flies out of the pit and comes to her waiting hand. Diana turns to the ruler of the maze. and
That's
pulls
tough.
her new
Whoa,
weapon
whoa, whoa, whoa.
aloft. The
Is it gonna be
Trident
effective, though?
of Poseidon, made full once more.
Is it gonna be effective?
Diana whirls the trident of Poseidon in her hand. The watery
Isn't that
staff
Aquaman
lashes
weapon?
out and knocks the fishmen away. but the weapon has a mind of its own.
How that came out
and
with
flows
absolute
from her hand,
Aquaman?
slamming into
I
the
wonder how
fishman
OP
before
is.
returning to her in a wave.
Hold
The
on, hold on, hold on,
trident
hold on.
is-
I want to look up absolute Aquaman. I legit forgot he exists. I'm not gonna lie, bro. To be honest, I never did like Aquaman, and you could disrespect Aquaman. Be real with you. No one take it personally. Yeah. Mm, is it real? Five. Okay, but is it out? Like, come on now. Full story? New Aquaman, the God Killer. What? Aquaman Rebirth. Yo, somewhere absolute Aquaman is out. Ah, hold on, hold on. You got me worried. Thought he wasn't left for a second.
Sentient, and Diana can feel
Don't
it
scare
in
me
her
like that.
mind. The trident tells her that Clea is actually Atlantean.
Man, you hold an
Diana
Aquaman weapon.
wonders
And
if
this
is what drove the woman mad.
them
She's been
singly, they
trapped
gonna
in
make
the maze
Aquaman.
for some time, far away from the ocean that she once called home.
Cause that's
and in the
Aquaman weapon.
proximity of a tool of the
If that's a weapon
gods.
Aquaman gonna
Diana
use,
turns to find Ferdinand continuing the fight.
I'm just curious.
The fishmen threaten to
Or is one
overwhelm
woman
him.
keeping this?
Be many, she whispers to the trident and sends it sailing forth. The blade splits into numerous spouts and slams into the
This feel like
fisherman
a
again,
weapon. This
saving
seems like they
the
giving us a
Minotaur.
sneak peek of
Diana
what the weapon
turns
Aquaman
back
gonna use.
just as Clea assaults
Ooh.
her, punching Diana
I need
hard
this
in the
Aquaman
face
wife.
before bringing her knee up and driving it into Diana's stomach. You took my siren. You destroyed my staff. And now you claim my trident of Poseidon? Clea
Ooh.
snarls as Diana falls to the floor. But the Amazon shakes her head and looks up. None
Woman,
of those things
what's what
belong
all
to
you did all
Clea.
that tough
And
talk for
that,
what?
Not me.
Thought you
is
got
why
this.
You could not possess them. Diana snaps at her.
You let
She
Aquaman
reaches
wife
down
beat
and
your
picks up a
ass?
stone among the rubble.
I feel like
Find
this is not even
Io.
Aquaman wife.
When Io exits the maze, seal it behind her. Diana
You probably
whispers to
the
stone
sister.
before casting a spell on it. She twists away from Clea.
How you
and
get your
tosses
ass
the
whooped,
stone
bro?
into a nearby
You did all
passageway.
that tough talk for
Ferdinand,
what?
Follow this stone to my sister Io. She should take it with her when she exits. Diana shouts. The Minotaur hesitates for a moment, unhappy with the idea of leaving Diana to fight by herself. But Diana smiles at him. I am not alone. Look at all these men fish. She shouts as the warriors close in on her. We will meet again, she promises. Ferdinand
Yeah, she bleeding
hesitates
like
for a moment
crazy.
longer before nodding and disappearing into the tunnel. The fishmen
I
grab
really like
Diana
the
by
suit.
her arms
See,
and
this is the
hold
suit I
her
like. I
down.
like this Wonder
She
Woman.
lashes out with her
I like
legs
this
and
Wonder
kicks
Woman.
them away. But Clea
This is
behind
better
her
than
now,
the original
slamming
Wonder
an
Woman.
elbow into the back
Way
of
better than the
Diana's
original
head
Wonder
and
Woman.
knocking her to the ground. Give me
You getting
control of
overpowered?
the trident, she bellows as she tries to
You
kick
getting
Diana in the
overpowered?
face. But the Amazon grabs her foot.
You did all
stopping
that
the
tough
blow.
talk? Come on now.
That demand nicely
Come on now.
sums up why
You did all that
failed.
tough talk for
Diana
what?
snaps as she twists and throws Clea into the air. Diana holds out her hand and the trident
she really that
returns to
powerful?
her before bursting out into
Aquaman
rippling
wife,
waves
sister,
that push
whoever?
all of the fishmen back. But Clea
Now, I don't think
resists the
Aquaman wife
attack
that much
and
a bit.
grabs hold of Diana. Meanwhile, Ferdinand has arrived at the portal that leads out of the maze. Io stands to greet him. The Minotaur reaches down for the glowing stone and informs her that Diana said to take this out of the maze and it will seal it behind them. But she is not coming?
Yeah.
Io asks. The Minotaur shakes his head. She seemed to have a different plan in mind for herself, he explains.
I mean, she's not gonna die.
Io is unsure of this, but she
Well, I
finally
got fort.
nods and motions to Ferdinand to step through the portal. The Minotaur hesitates for a moment, unsure of what life will be like outside of the maze. But Io comforts
Oh, they ain't
him
gonna
as he
teach you right.
steps through.
Oh, yeah.
And immediately he clutches his head in pain at the sound of the siren's song, and he begins to struggle as his legs grow shaky.
No.
Petra, he whispers. He pushes through
What's
the
she
high
doing?
rock, past all the collapsed bodies.
She better stop
until
before she
he
get killed.
arrives at the pool. The siren Petra is singing as tears fall from her eyes.
Stop singing.
Diana's friends nearby, clutching their ears to try and prevent the sound from piercing their mind. But Ferdinand pushes through the
Chill.
pain, stepping into the pool.
You say
and
something like that, I'm not
swimming
gonna.
out to his friend.
I would not say
Petra.
something like this.
Petra, please. Petra, I'm here. It's okay. He whispers as he
You gotta
pulls
be
her
careful
into a
with
hug.
those type of
The
creatures.
siren's monstrous form disappears, and the young girl looks up at him. It's okay. We're free now, and it's all going to be okay. Ferdinand whispers.
Is she
as the
blushing?
song stops. Back in the maze, Clea
Oh, you
slams
getting choked
Diana
out?
to the ground again.
My Wonder Woman?
Wrapping her
Bro, no.
hands around
Lock in.
Diana's
You losing so
throat.
much aura.
Everything
You
was
losing so much
fine
aura.
until you
Come
got
on now.
here.
You can't
Clea
begin with
bellows
all
in
that aura
rage.
and then
Diana
lose it.
shifts and
Get your
elbows
aura
her
back.
in the face,
Okay.
driving her away. Was it though? You're
No way, I just saw you
trapped
got
in a
choked out.
prison, cut off
Look like
from
you
your
like it
natural
too.
habitat, your homeland, and eating your own menfish. Diana reminds her. She motions to the pit, where the seawater has already begun to fill up and spill into the upper chambers.
She will be
Clea's
if she
eyes
got control
widen with
of
shock.
it.
How did you? She
You be able to
questions.
control water with the
water
Poseidon
begins
tool.
to fill the chamber, and the fishmen cry out with joy and begin to splash around.
I know
Not just
Aquaman can
water,
control
Clea,
water
the
without the
Pacific
Poseidon.
Ocean, Diana
But I was
tells her,
wrong. He needed
explaining
Poseidon
that she has
to control
flooded
the water.
maze. I simply made a hole. Poseidon's trident was a useful ally in this effort.
Yep.
Diana informs
It controls
her.
water.
Clea stares at her in disbelief. There's an opening in the maze? She whispers. The fishmen continue to splash around them. All thoughts of battle have disappeared from their minds.
Yeah, they fish.
There is. You can follow me to your freedom, Diana tells her. Clea falls to her knees. And what then?
Kiss her feet.
She questions.
Kiss her feet properly.
Diana looks at her thoughtfully.
Praise her properly.
Explaining that she can return
This
to
probably
her
is,
home and her people.
is
You're
Aquaman's
a
wife.
monster in this maze, but are you a monster outside of it? I'm willing to take the chance and find out, Diana tells her. But you will find me less accommodating if I see you are still a monster when given your freedom, Clea. The choice is yours, she says as she leaps into the water and begins to swim down deep into the maze, aided by the
She can breathe in
glowing
water?
power of Poseidon's trident. Clea and her
Well, she got
fishmen
Poseidon
gather
trying,
at the
probably
edge of the
protect her.
pool for a moment before all leaping into the waters and following the princess. Meanwhile, Io can wait no longer. Seawater has begun to flood all the passages of the maze, and finally, she has no choice but to leave. Diana, I hope you know what you're doing. Hera protect you, Io whispers as she turns into the portal and steps through. But
Damn,
as
she is so
enters the
big
Hyron, there is a bolt of lightning,
swole.
and she suddenly disappears. The others stare in shock. Later, Diana rises above
Damn,
the waters of Gateway
Apollo.
City Harbor. The people on the beach cheer for her, but Diana is distracted as she watches Clea and her warriors swim farther out to sea. Be good, Clea. Hera guide you to a better path, she whispers.
Don't whisper,
Shortly,
say out
she
loud.
returns to the
Let her know.
Hyron to find all of the
If you mess around, you're gonna
refugees.
get
Where's
beat
my
down.
sister? Where's Io?
She died.
asks her friends.
She just died.
Steve and Etta step forward and explain what happened. No, Diana whispers.
It was Apollo.
Before falling to
You
her
gotta
knees,
kill Apollo.
the smoking spot
Get
where
weapon,
Io
be become
once
Kratos.
stood. Hecate,
Zeus,
if I have ever pleased
come
you
here.
once, show
Bro,
me a
I will
sign
play
that
God
you
War. I'm gonna try to
still
play
lives.
God War.
Diana prays.
See what's up, bro.
Her friends
It looked
gather
tough.
and watch sadly. but they are shocked when a dove suddenly flies over and drops an olive branch into Diana's hands. Well, that's quite biblical, Barbara whispers. Elsewhere, a bolt of lightning.
Okay, she got
appears,
teleported.
and Io
I was
suddenly
scared for a
finds
second.
herself standing in a temple. She falls to her knees weakly, but looks up when someone calls her name. By Hera, Io! Queen Hippolyta gasps. Io's
Whoa,
eyes widen,
that's
and
one
she
woman
bows
mom.
before her queen.
That's definitely her mom.
Hippolyta
They look just
reaches
alike.
down and helps her sister up. We feared we had lost you forever, Io, Hippolyta whispers. Io shakes her head and quickly explains that she was trapped in a maze, but she was saved by the princess. I've seen Diana. She's alive, Io whispers. Hippolyta quickly stands and rushes to the temple's balcony, shouting out to the Amazons below. Ring the bells! She's alive!
Give your daughter life.
Diana lives! She shouts.
Your daughter
Far
lives.
below, the bells of Themyscira
That many
ring,
Amazons?
and the Amazons cheer for their lost princess.
She ain't the last Amazon.
Meanwhile,
This ain't the
on
last
the
Amazon. She ain't the
black
last
side,
Amazon.
Area
Her people still
41,
alive.
Kale sits across from Dr. Poison, unhappy with the destruction of the maze and Poison's role in it. The maze and the entire lower levels have been lost to us, including all assets trapped inside.
The hell is she supposed to do about it? That like it's her
Threatening
fault.
to have Dr. Poison sucked up into the air vents. But the doctor shakes her head, reminding Kale that she needs her. And I want a new damn suit! Dr. Poison hisses. Kale leans back and stares at her for a moment, before finally standing and leaving the room.
You're not getting a suit.
Outside, she orders the technician to finally get Dr. Poison the new suit. But get
Thank
her the
God.
Gen 1 suit. I'm moving her to Project SS1. Kale says harshly to the technician's surprise. Kale turns and strides away.
Whoa, that's a
heading
suit?
through Project SS1 on her way out, passing all the strange creatures they have locked away there.
Oh
Before
yeah.
finally coming to a woman in restraints with her mouth sealed.
I
It
should look
looks
kind of like
you're
Wonder Woman.
Finally going outside, Zatanna.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to send you to kill a witch. Kale orders.
Oh yeah, she gotta go. She gotta go.
Finally,
She taking her
Diana
job too
has a moment
serious.
of peace. Safe inside
She
the
gotta
high road
go.
in Gateway City. She leans over a
Obviously,
tome
she a
while
villain
sitting
in the
across
government.
from Barbara Minerva,
They got a
who
super
points
villain in
to
the
a
government.
painting of the legendary Paradise Island. Obviously, this is a stylized interpretation of Themyscira. How do you
That's
imagine?
Amazon.
Barbara asks. Diana lets
They actually
her
look like
fingers
that.
glide over the image of the Amazon's home. Finally, she shrugs. For me, it was ever changing, she whispers. She looks up at Barbara and explains that the word Amazon was forbidden on the Wild Isle. And Cersei felt like teaching Diana anything to do with the history of Diana's people would be a trap. There were ears everywhere. When even a goddess like Hecate fears who is listening, you learn to be cautious. Cersei felt that
Oh, yeah.
Apollo only banned
You gotta be
the word
cautious if
Amazon
she's
was
scared.
a trap. So, they said no words that would raise suspicion. But inside me, I had always known that I came from somewhere else. That I had lost something, she says, explaining that the idea of a home was ever shifting in her mind based on what she was studying. Barbara leans back in her chair and stares.
She look kind
at
of
me
weird
and
right
says,
here.
The way you think is unique and beautiful. I wonder if that's due to who you are or how you were raised, Barbara questions.
She's just naturally
Diana
beautiful.
doesn't understand the idea. Can such things be separated? She asks. Like I said, unique. But suddenly, their conversation is cut short as a voice begins to yell inside
It's
the
some kind
hideout.
of supernatural
A news
phenomenon.
report echoes through the halls,
Phenomenon.
warning of an attack in Reno. And Diana immediately jumps to her feet. Forgive me, Barbara. We'll have to continue this conversation later, Diana says as she runs through the Hyron at super speed. And once outside, she leaps into the night air.
Popcorn?
Barbara runs outside.
Whoa,
finally
whoa, whoa,
catching
whoa,
up
whoa, whoa,
to see
whoa, whoa,
Diana
whoa, whoa.
disappear into the distance.
Whoa. Shotgun spotlight live. Dragon jumping too much onto stage 2. So okay, nothing. Next time just say you post a Avatar Last Airbender, Rage Watch. Oh yeah, that Avatar Last Airbender. The live action. I didn't even know the season 2 came out, but it wasn't a lot of promotion. I don't like that. I have noticed nowadays there's not a lot of promotion for a lot of big stuff. I don't like that. Like if you want to get people hyped for, you gotta put out like some promotion. Like you gotta really like show out. They probably cheaping out because they know marketing is expensive. That's probably why.
Steve Trevor.
But you gotta let
watches
people
her
know it's
go.
exists.
What's happening? Barbara asks him. Steve shrugs. Diana
But they
asked me
sure
to hook
do
the
want
Hyron
to promote
up to
that
break
woke
an
shit.
international
Yeah,
news
they'll promote the
reports
hell out of
so
that
they
woke
would
shit.
autoplay when they occur. He tells her. Barbara nods in understanding. Clever, assuming it doesn't drive her mad, she whispers. Shortly, Diana
Hey bro, you
is
gonna
flying
clap her or
over
what?
Reno,
You gonna clap
Nevada,
Wonder Woman or
but
what?
something is
Like, but what you
wrong.
doing?
She can
Are you just
sense
saying the back and
darkness as
stuff?
she
Like that's old
approaches the
woman. What you
destroyed
doing?
casino.
Tame your woman
Outside,
down.
emergency services are helping survivors as television
You
crews
being in the
report
back,
the incident.
being a little bit,
Someone points up in the
being
sky
scared to pull.
as the armored
Look so
drone
mine.
flies
You don't
by
claim
and
that down.
lands in the destruction zone. It's Wonder Woman, they gasp.
It's Wonder
Diana
Man.
lands inside the rubble. Her
It's
gaze
Wonder
searched
Billy.
for what could have caused this destruction. Something catches her eye. A glint or a spark of energy. She moves forward cautiously, but something is wrong. She can feel the urge to fight coming over her. The urge to destroy. Diana stops as the strange spark of energy begins to take form, growing and casting the rubble-strewn corridor into strange shadows. The energy takes an almost human shape and lashes out at her. Diana, seemingly without thought, immediately draws
you
her
might not be
battle
able to
axe and
defeat this
swings
one.
at the creature. Strange.
You might not
It's
be able to
unlike me
defeat
to
this.
reach for a weapon so quickly. Diana thinks to herself as she continues to swing at the being. Finally, she manages to calm herself and lowers the axe. Apologies. I did not mean to accelerate this situation. Can you understand me? She asks, holding up a hand.
At least she got
to
common
peace.
sense to speak
The
before
being
fighting,
reaches out
not
and
just attack.
electricity courses through Diana's body. She cries out in pain as she struggles to remain standing. But her eyes begin to glow as she mutters the incantations of a spell, dissolving the energy within her body. The being cries out in pain or anger and lashes out again. Diana has no choice but to once more reach for her
I don't
axe
think
and
you can
toss it
reason
at
with
her
that.
enemy. But the blade passes
I don't think you reason
harmlessly
that.
through its
How
body
you fight
and
something like that?
falls to the floor.
I mean,
It
Diana got
screams at
magic.
her. Waves of dark thoughts
Diana
pulse
got
through
magic.
Diana's mind as she
Is she
stumbles
crying?
away. She wants nothing more than to
Is
flee
she crying?
or kill. But the building is unstable and
Nah,
collapses
Mom
on
wants to see me.
her.
I know I
Doesn't
didn't
take
just see.
long for her to pull herself
You're
from the
alive.
rubble. But by the time she does, the energy has disappeared.
What is that?
Shortly, she returns to the Hyron to find Steve waiting for her. Quickly, she explains what she encountered. He nods, telling her that
Wipe your
reports said
face.
that everyone at the scene suggested that a negative energy seemed to overtake them. Yes, I felt it too, Diana whispers. Steve begins to pull on his coat after their talk.
Tell him claim her down.
explaining
Oh,
that he has
claim her
been
down.
ordered to
That's old
report
woman,
back
bro.
to base. Not sure what's up.
Stop
I'll
playing.
check in when I can, he tells her. Diana heads deeper into the Hyron, where she finds Barbara, Etta, and Gia sitting by the fire and studying. Finally able to relax, Diana sits with a cup of tea and begins to study the Amazons with Barbara once more. Barbara shows her another book. The images depicting the Amazons battling a great sea monster. Part of the mystery is that ancient weapons and armor were
They
found,
look kind of like
as well as
Godzilla a little
some
bit.
appendages, but
A
no
little.
complete skeletons, and not a single skull, Barbara says, explaining that some scholars believe this means either the Amazons never left their dead behind, or they couldn't be killed. The Amazons were immortal? Etta asks.
Yeah.
Diana shrugs.
You're immortal.
Since I do not know my people or their history, I'm uncertain, Diana whispers as she continues to flip through the book.
You're immortal.
The studying is interrupted by another blaring
You're not gonna
news
die.
report. Diana quickly pulls on her armor.
You outgo
and
your
leaps into the
fans,
night once
friends,
more.
and your
This
husband.
time, she flies to La Paloma, Uruguay, where firefighters work hard to put out a blazing lighthouse. But
we need
Diana
you to
moves
reproduce,
quickly and
okay?
utters an incantation, calling water from the sky to put out the fires. The firefighters thank her and point her to the city, where another fire blazes.
She sure be getting her knees a
Diana
lot.
flies through the air, feeling the dark
I don't know if she
energy
practicing
overtaking her
for
as she
it.
gets closer. She orders
Practice
herself
go,
to
go, go.
resist using her weapons. Landing amongst the blaze, she is quickly attacked. Energy lashes out at her and knocks her away, sending her sailing back towards the beach. By the time Diana pulls herself from the sand, the being has left again. Once more, she returns
Yeah, where
to
the
the
little girl came
Hiron,
from? She just
but
came
the
out of nowhere?
news blares again and again. The Dominican Republic, Mexico, and Hawaii. Diana arrives at each event, only for the being to attack and leave before Diana can get a hold of the situation. It offers nothing to her, no explanation for its actions. Diana returns to the Hiron once
Hiron.
more, plopping into a seat and groaning in frustration. She can still feel the dark energy coursing through her. This is infuriating. It's bringing out the worst in me, she whispers. But her friends have been working. Tell her, Etta, Barbara says. Etta walks over with some books, explaining
Good and
that
side
they've
characters
worked
serving their
out that the
purpose.
energy being seems to be attacking
Good and
previous
not being
battle
useless.
sites of the Amazons.
They're being useful,
Reno?
serving their purpose to
Diana
society.
asks. Etta nods and holds up her phone, explaining that the casino that burned down was called Paradise.
But y'all gotta look
Island.
around because there be
Another
spires. But I
name
literally saw a
for
spire while I woke up.
Themyscira.
I just
Diana's
tweak out.
eyes widen in shock. Etta, this is brilliant, Diana whispers, asking her friends if they could work out where the being would attack next. Etta claps her hands with glee and turns away. I'm gonna make a crime board, she calls to her sister. Meanwhile, Diana heads deeper into the Hiron's gardens while her friends begin to work. She can hear them chattering while she kneels before a tree and begins to pray. The girls watch
Alright, bro,
her
you can
for a
stop
moment.
practicing on the kneeling,
What's
bro.
Diana
We know you're
doing?
going to do.
Barbara whispers. Gia puts a hand on her shoulder. All magic has a price, Barbara, and the kind of magic Diana does, I suspect the price is quite heavy. It can
Oh,
be
yeah.
all kinds of things. She
Oh, yeah.
explains. Later, her friends call out to her. Diana steps into the main chamber to find a massive map on the floor with several locations pinned. Oh my, you have been busy. Diana
They are.
notes as
They
she
did that
stares at
quick.
the map. Etta
You
nods
stuff like
in
that would take
triumph.
forever.
So many battles, Diana, she says. Barbara clasps her hands. I'm gonna win a Pulitzer, she whispers. The three explain that it seems the being was originally attacking more remote sites, so no one was reporting it. Now it's attacking the populated areas. But the conversation is once more interrupted by the blare of the news, reporting that there is an attack on the historic site in Delphi, Greece. Diana rushes
Is
out.
she gonna
and
dip?
flies
The black
off
girl in the
once
back, she
more,
gonna dip.
finally arriving in Delphi to find the being waiting for her in the amphitheater. She can feel the dark energy beginning to overtake her and glares at the monster. Energy lashes out at her.
Y'all must have better
Let's end
stop.
this quickly, shall we?
You making one
She
with act like
snaps
this?
as she grabs hold of the lightning, but the energy whips around, tossing her away, slamming her through several trees
Yeah, you're
and
not
into the
being
side
this.
of a nearby mountain. She struggles to her feet, but something tells her that she can't do it, that she should just give up. Fool! It is the darkness that whispers in your ear, Diana hisses to herself. Suddenly, her eyes snap open as she remembers what Gia told Barbara back at the Hiron, that all magic has a price. Diana stands and draws her great sword. Her eyes
You
harden.
using a sword?
She realizes that she is the cause, that this destructive creature is the price that the world is paying for her. The being stands before her, and its form begins to solidify, taking shape, and it becomes a dark mirror
Of her?
of Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Delphi, Greece.
Okay.
Wonder Woman stands atop the hill, facing the negative energy being who has taken her form. A negative mirror of the Amazonian
Yeah,
warrior.
you're
The
not being
creature
yourself.
lashes
Unless you
out,
got
but Diana
magic.
picks up her
Unless
greatsword
does
and
the copy
blocks
got
the
magic?
attack. Diana grimaces as the negative energy washes over her. If she is right, and this strange being exists to balance out the good that Diana has done in the world, then the only way to truly defeat it is for her to die as well. But she shakes her head.
What?
That cannot be the answer. She
Right.
twists and cuts through the negative being.
I was
but
gonna
the
say,
mirror
what the hell
Diana
you talking
shrugs
about?
it off and hits Wonder Woman hard, knocking her across the hilltop. Diana recovers and pulls a small orb from her pouch. She
Pretty
whispers
sure
an
your
incantation
copy
to
can
the
do
orb,
that?
and it begins to glow with magical energy. The negative Diana leaps at her again, but Wonder Woman tosses the orb and it shatters. The
Point, fight.
magic rips through the being,
Ugh,
and with
okay.
a shriek of pain, it flies off into the night. Diana watches it leave before collapsing on the hill.
Yeah, you're
She
not being
lays
that.
there for some time, catching her breath. But suddenly, Diana is not alone. She opens her
Oh!
eyes to see a glowing
Who's
woman
that?
floating above her. Wow, those eyes hit like a Mack truck, huh? The woman whispers, her words coming out backwards. Hello? Who are you? What are you? Diana
Yeah, who's that?
whispers. She reaches out a hand, but the glowing woman
That's Dream
floats
Girl?
backwards and out of reach. With my apologies, princess, the woman says as she begins to weave the threads of a spell through the air. Diana stands as the witch begins to cast her spell. The lines of magical energy.
Whoa, what kind of
wrapping
outfit she
around
wearing?
her.
Hold on, I kinda wanna see her.
Diana of the
What kind of
Wild
outfit she wearing?
Isle, princess of hell.
You know she was that
daughter of
crazy.
Circe,
Is that,
last of the Amazons. I
that
bind you
magic
to me
girl
while in
with the
my
hat?
presence. Your voice is mine alone, the witch whispers, repeating the words over and over again. Diana realizes what is going on and tries to break the spell, but there is suddenly a pop and a bright flash of light. When Diana opens her eyes, she finds the witch has disappeared
Ah!
and the magic has ended.
Oh, my
Well,
tooth.
That's not good, Diana whispers.
Yeah, definitely not good.
Later, she returns
She did
to
something
the
to you.
Hyron, stripping off her armor and collapsing into a chair before the fire. Edda and Gia join her, questioning whether Diana was able to figure
Ooh,
out
a
how to
tooth.
stop the energy being. Indeed,
Ah!
I have solved the puzzle, Diana says softly. Great, Edda says with a smile. But Diana leans forward. The answer is my death, she says simply. The two sisters are shocked. Less great, Edda notes. Diana nods, explaining the magic always comes with a price. If you think of me as a gift to the forces of good in this world, then in magic, that demands a counter. And this creature
Kill
is a
someone.
gift
Just kill
given
God.
to the forces
Use
of
God as
evil
sacrifice.
of this world. I think it cannot be defeated.
Go out to Apollo.
So long as I exist.
He's saying there.
If I exist, it exists, Diana tells them.
Oh, work
The
with?
two sisters stare
Team up
into the
with.
fire before Gia finally shakes her head. I'm sorry, but that's insane and wrong, she says, glaring at Diana. I mean, you may be right about the world of magic trying to balance itself because of you, but the world is messed up. Bad people are, for the most part, in charge of the world. And
That's
things
true.
get worse every
Then
day.
that's true.
How on
They
earth
even go
is
for
any
real
of
world.
that balanced? Gia tells her. If anything, you are long overdue as the balance the world is crying out for. Both sisters agree. Diana ponders this for a moment before nodding her head. You are right. Hecate and all the goddesses, they nearly always note that the world is out of sync, darker than it is supposed to be, more hopeless. Justice is too rare, too fleeting, Diana says as she stands. Barbara comes
shit.
walking into the room with a pile of books and scrolls. This is everything I could find, she shouts with joy.
Barbara.
Diana is busy.
They just had it?
Discovers where the sisters believe the creature will strike next and flies swiftly from the room. the gust of wind knocking the piles of books and
Make sure you put that
scrolls to
book
the
back up,
ground.
okay?
Ah,
Side character.
I just got those in order. Barbara yells.
Silence,
in
side character.
exasperation.
Watch your mouth, side
Later,
character.
Diana arrives at
You a side
Sarah
character.
Thrake's
Say your
place.
place.
There, she waits
And
in
pick
the
you
dark,
up,
but she
okay?
doesn't have to wait long
Hey!
before the creature arrives.
Okay?
The negative energy wraps around her, and Diana wants nothing
Bro, I watch too
more
much
than to
K-drama, bro.
lash out at the monster.
That K-drama be so
She
funny.
folds, fighting against her instincts, allowing the creature
Why don't
to
you
attack
work with
to
her? Like
draw
team up with her?
blood. Energy
I would think you can
lashes
reason it, though.
against her, cutting her on her arms and
I haven't heard her
face.
speak.
Diana lets out a cry of pain and falls to the floor. Her blood leaking
Ah!
into the earth. There,
Ugh.
she begins to
Come on, you gotta make
whisper a
sounds. What you
prayer.
doing, bro?
Demeter,
Come on.
circle of
L.
life,
That's an L.
mother
Supposed to do
of us
sounds,
all,
bro.
Please accept this offering of blood and pain from your devoted Diana. Use your great
Glorious.
wisdom and power to
Say it
grant
properly.
me an audience with Gaia on behalf of lost daughters
Gaia.
everywhere. Accept my offering and
What type of
grant
god
me
is that?
passage, Diana whispers. There is a brief moment when the earth seems to hold its breath, but suddenly lightning leaps from the sky, striking the earth
Gaia
with
coming
a
down?
shattering boom and splitting the ground beneath Diana. She tumbles into the darkness below and disappears. Diana continues to fall through the darkness, but casts another spell to create a ball of light. But the light
Who the
does
hell is that?
little in this
Oh, that's
expanse of
Diana.
darkness.
She was so
Suddenly,
different right there.
Diana comes to a stop, her body catching on hanging vines. She sways for a moment before the vines begin to move, coming alive and
The vines
wrapping
could
around
kill
her
her.
body.
Lucky this vines is an
Slashing
ally.
against her.
Oh,
Diana
it's an enemy,
did
no
not
mind.
come all this way simply to be swallowed whole. She
No mind.
draws her battle axe and begins
It's an enemy.
to attack, slashing at the vines. But they continue to attack her, threatening to overwhelm her. And suddenly, Diana realizes her folly, fighting against the very being she wishes to speak with. Finally, Diana
Who's she fighting with?
stops attacking, kneeling as the vines begin to crawl.
Ah,
towards her.
shit.
Forgive
Oh my
my
God,
behavior,
just
goddess.
scratch
It
something
is
I'm supposed
rare
to.
be in a presence as powerful as
Ah.
yours. I lost my sense. I offer my deepest apologies for causing strife in your sanctum, Diana prays. The vines continue to move, preparing to cover her whole body. But finally,
I mean, technically, you gotta
Diana's
attack the
words are
first.
accepted, and the vines begin to shift away. Thank you, goddess, Diana whispers. She looks up and sees a massive being before her, created from roots, earth, and vines. The physical manifestation of Gaia.
You do not belong here, Diana of Themyscira. I know your request, but I cannot help you. The world has sought to correct the imbalance that you bring, and I cannot object to that.
Gaia rumbles.
Oh, yes, you can.
Diana
I'm gonna
bows
make you.
before her.
I'm gonna
With
make
respect,
you.
Goddess, I feel the world has been tricked, Diana says, explaining that the world was already imbalanced before she arrived.
I mean, yeah.
But I don't believe I am an aberration. If you take a closer look for yourself, I think you will see, Diana says. Gaia glares at her.
Tricked? It is bold to suggest you know the world better than I, as I am the world.
Gaia rumbles at her.
But take the
But
disrespect.
Gaia does as the warrior asks, searching the world. Her eyes widen in horror as she sees the pain and strife, the horrors that exist. Finally, Gaia's eyes soften.
You are right, Diana of Themyscira.
Told you.
Something
Beat.
is wrong with the world, and has been for a very long time. There's a darkness I do not quite understand. Raise your eyes to me, Princess of Hell. Stand. You
Technically,
will
she's the
fight
princess of
this
heaven.
Darkness.
Gaia orders.
But she has sin in
Diana
hell.
stands and turns her gaze upon the goddess of earth.
You will give your life in my name.
Gaia orders.
Oh, she better get some new
Diana
powers. She better get new powers.
nods. Yes, goddess, with pleasure, she vows. And so, Diana is returned to the surface of the earth, where she finds the negative creature waiting for her. The creature prepares to continue the fight, but the earth suddenly opens once again and swallows it whole.
Yeah, it's
And
not
the
fair.
being disappears with a shrieking wail. Diana falls to her knees and lets out a sigh of relief. Later, she returns
Yeah,
to
we
the
might have a
hot
game,
room
bro.
to find her
I keep
friends
getting tired
asleep
of
and
reacting to
studied.
these, bro.
My tiny Amazons, thank you for your service.
I don't know why I always get tired.
Sleep
I always
well,
get tired every
she
time I
says
react to
softly
these.
as she allows them to rest. She walks into another
I'm gonna get a
chamber
walking treadmill
to
if I'll be
find
moving
Steve
around. I
standing
definitely
in a
cannot be
room
sitting
that
down and
allows them
watching
to
something, bro.
receive information from
Definitely with
around
someone,
the
I'm
world.
someone with
He
ADHD.
watches
I cannot be sitting
several
down watching something. Like I
broadcasts,
gotta be doing something.
frowning at the horrible news from
So I'm
around
definitely
the
getting a
world.
walking treadmill. I'll be walking
Diana, you're back.
while
You
watching.
all right? Steve asks as Diana joins him. She nods. All right, we'll need to do heavy lifting, but yes, she tells him, informing him of everything that happened. Also, I may have been cursed by a beautiful witch, Diana admits. But Diana's eyes widen as she sees a news report out of Gotham
I thought she was about to
City.
kiss him.
The images show strange symbols on the wall near a murder victim. Is that? Steve asks as he recognizes it too. Diana nods. Yes, it's the mark of Hecate. She
Oh.
whispers before turning away.
You got the magic?
It is time for Diana to go to Gotham. And
Gotham?
that was Absolute Wonder Woman, issues 1 through
Because my mouth. What's up and going? How the hell we get there? Absolute Greenland was kind of cool. But why no one talking about Absolute Green Lantern though? It's like no one cares. Yeah, Absolute Black Adam. Hold on. Let me look up Absolute Wonder Woman and Absolute Batman. Absolute Woman Dominance, Absolute Batman. Genuinely want to see this. I genuinely want to see this. Hold on, I gotta see this. I want to see how Batman get his ass whooped. Payless. Comic book. Those scratches one was good for. But not like they good. Even though they done by woman, they still good. I need to get back doing scratches and warm ups. But please,
Wally West.
you seen this? I gotta remove this. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, I gotta see how he gets his ass whooped. I can see how he gives that.
Absolute Wonder Woman went to Gotham after signs of Hecate appeared, and then Batman called her again for her aid with helping his friend. Today's full story is that crossover. Enjoy. Inside the home of Veronica Cale, overlooking Gateway City, Cale sighs and stands up from her desk. Did you know someone's made some kind of ridiculous chess set with them? I'm looking right at it, she says to the person on the other end of the phone. There's no accounting for taste, I suppose. Jack Grim answers. Cale nods as she glances at the trash can full of Wonder Woman merchandise. I said they would inspire, didn't I? She tells him. You're right that they're
Why don't you try and make money off her, like selling merchandise and stuff?
Targets. Did she take the bait? Grim asks. Cale smiles as she reaches for her drink. She ponders for a moment before shifting one of the pawns on the chessboard.
You gotta get rid of this girl.
She did indeed, she says
she gotta go.
Gotham City. Batman grabs hold of a thug in an alley and slams him into the ground hard enough to crack bone.
God damn.
Batman turns to the rest of the crew, but they are looking
I
behind
know you don't kill people.
fear.
I never saw
Yeah, see
Batman.
Batman can't help
Batman Nightfall.
And turns around.
He was being that guy so bad. He was bleeding, like blood was coming out. I'm like, if Batman don't kill, he being guys like this and he don't kill. Like, come on now.
Batman hangs upside down from a nearby construction site,
no way.
overlooking the source of
he didn't die from that.
He stares at the building, watching it for a moment. Suddenly,
just ore farming.
Diana appears next to him, floating in the night air. I'd heard you were quiet, but they may need to invent a new word for what you are. It's especially impressive.
This how they meet?
Your size, she notes. Batman doesn't respond. He unhooks the talons of his cape and descends.
Look, he ore farming. Man, come on now. Ore farming like that
is made of magic. He questions. She gently lands next to him and nods. Yes, I didn't want to traipse around your city uninvited, but you are hard to find. She tells him.
They meet?
I'm Diana, she says.
Okay. I was about to say.
Batman stares at her. Batman. He grunts before turning back to the strange green fire.
Look, he overflowing his voice.
Magic.
Yeah, I'm Batman.
Diana waves a hand
the
over
night.
the green flame symbol, dispersing it into the night air as she takes a seat on the building's edge. Advanced chemistry with unconventional intentions and unusual resources, she tells him. Batman ponders.
I mean, he's smart enough to understand that.
Taking a seat next to her. You hurl yourself from these skyscrapers with no fear, but you cannot fly. How did you learn to do that? Diana asks. Batman offers her the barest hint of a shrug. Necessity, he says softly. The two sit in silence for a moment, staring out into the lights of the city. I'm not here by accident. I find I need your aid, she tells him.
You need his aid? I mean, he don't have super strength. He do kind of got that Star Wars in him.
Arms. She motions to the mark of Hecate that marks her own magic arm. A blood version appeared at those crime scenes. Obviously, this is not my city, nor is detective work my strength. Though I have a friend that helps.
Oh yeah, this is what he usefulness come to.
Batman nods as he stands.
Use your successes, Batman. It's your purpose.
Everyone did. You should be more careful with your exposure. You may be a god, but the people around you aren't, he reminds her. Diana shrugs. I'm afraid that bell is rung for me. I cannot now go back into the shadows, she says. Batman stares out at his city. Would you, if you could? He asks softly.
Because I hide in the shadow. I'm always in the shadow. Looking at Imagine he says some shit like that. I would cringe. If I was one movie, I would cringe he said some shit like that.
She says.
Imagine someone says some shit like that to you.
I think my father
I am the shadow.
He says softly.
Always been the shadow.
You should know, I am no god. Are you? Diana asks. A god? Of course not, Batman says in surprise. Excellent.
Well, technically, you kind of are a god, Diana. You're like, you're like a half god. You're just a half god.
Oh, I almost forgot.
So he's not wrong saying that.
I was raised in hell, though that is no excuse, she says as she offers it to him, explaining that it is an enchanted talisman of Hecate. It is a gift. Hospitality is a great deal in Greek culture, she says, explaining that if he touches the disc with his bare hands and demands an audience with Diana of the Wild Isle, she will come to his aid. It's powerful magic. Mine, my mother's, and that of Hecate herself, she tells him. Batman stares at it for a moment before slipping it into his belt.
That'd be useful if you need
He
her.
whispers. Finally, the two are ready. Would you mind escorting me to the most recent crime scene so I may examine it?
He can't actually fly. He can
Shortly,
glide.
The two are moving
You gotta hold
towards
him
the
down.
city. Batman
Like, you gotta
on his
hold him.
motorcycle, while Diana flies a few feet from the ground. It doesn't take them long to move several miles outside of Gotham City to a place known as Slaughter Swamp. Finally,
Slaughter Swamp?
they
Why is
make
that
their
there?
way through the
I mean,
forest
taking these
of
superheroes, they can handle
This
it.
place
They can handle
teems with
it.
Power. What is its name? Diana
Look at her
questions.
smirking.
Slaughter Swamp.
I remember the
We don't
original
know
Wonder
for
Woman liked
subtlety
Batman.
in Gotham. Batman tells her with the barest hint of a smile. Finally, they arrive at the old cabin where the murder took place. They step inside to find the remains of the grisly scene.
The magic
walls
guys.
are covered in blood. Your goddess Hecate likes blood, Batman knows.
Oh
Diana
yeah,
nods as she moves about the
that
magical
girl
symbol and discards
that we just met
items.
earlier.
All gods do, as does magic.
It is her
It's
place.
fundamental. Though I mostly use my own blood for my magic. It's freely available and powerful. Diana explains as she stoops.
I mean, I think
her
you got
fingers
superhero.
tracing over the dry
You're a
blood
goddess.
that remains on the floor. Magic
Half
was done here.
goddess.
And I don't think it was in honor of Hecate, she says.
Demigod.
Explaining that the magic was messy. That true disciples of Hecate would have used.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
three
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
candles and
But I do
symbols.
remember she like
This
it
was
is a
staged
half goddess.
to look like someone was calling on Hecate. The moon itself was also in the wrong place for this type of spell. Batman continues to survey the scene. I don't know about magic, but this does look staged to me. He agrees. Were there any
Okay.
organs missing from the body they found? Diana asks. Batman explains that the liver, lungs, heart, and stomach were missing from the various victims.
How you know
Does
that?
mean something? He questions. The two of them step out into the chilly night. I think someone's trying to build an anthroparian, a magical constructed form, like a homunculus.
No, I don't like
or a
the little shorts right there.
powerful figure
The
that could be
underwears.
remotely
I don't like that.
controlled. But why the ruse?
See, his suits look
Why
cool.
pretend
It's just the
Hecate?
underwear.
She ponders. Batman
It look kinda
already
weird.
knows the answer.
Like a
To
grown,
draw
like
you
you
in.
be like grown ass
Trap
man
for you,
wearing underwear
or maybe
outside
me. He
his own
growls.
pants.
Let's get proactive.
It just
I
looks so
found something in
weird.
the case
I never
file
understood that.
pointing
Like
to
wear
an abandoned
underwears
church with a
outside your
strange
pants.
clock tower across
It like,
the
bro,
swamp.
that look kinda
Let's
weird.
start there, he tells her. Shortly, they move through the swamp and find their way
Go,
to the
man.
church. Strange lights can be seen through the window, and Batman doesn't hesitate.
Bitch.
Smashing through the ceiling with Diana's aid, he slams into the floorboards hard enough to crack
Or-
them. But the cultists don't look up. They
You
kneel
slam that
inside
hard?
a magical circle, murmuring over the lifeless form of a golem. Diana lands softly next to Batman. They're in some kind of altered state. Didn't even blink, Batman tells her. He takes a step forward and crosses the line of magic before Diana can shout a warning, and the heroes are slammed into the ground by the magical energy.
I think it's
Quickly, they struggle to their
Terror,
feet.
Terror.
Diana stares
Bro,
at
I know the girl
but
name.
something is wrong.
She's in the.
The
She's got
construct
magic.
looks unfinished. She
She like
murmurs.
wear a hat
Isn't that good
and she
news?
wear like
Batman
a
asks.
suit,
But Diana shakes
but
her
she use
head.
magic.
Unless they're not trying to
Like a
build
female suit.
construct, she says, as her eyes widen in shock as she realizes
Not like a superhero
what's
suit, like
going
a
on.
suit
Meanwhile,
that
back
you
at
wear
Veronica
to a
Cale's
wedding.
house, she
Like a man
smiles
wears
and
to
looks
wear, a
out the
suit a
window.
man wear.
You're the one
But
who
it's like a
gave me the
female
idea,
version.
you know, she says to Grim.
Tara,
There's a pause
that
on the
is-
other end
whatever
of
her
the
name is.
line. Oh, the thing about the Amazons. The story of their great and miraculous child, the last Amazon. The one
Oh.
some myths claim is made of clay? He asks. Yes, that one. And if
She made out of clay?
she's nothing more than a fancy golem. Kale notes. Back at the church,
She's
the
made out of
magic
clay?
begins
What?
to work, reaching up and curling around Diana, turning her eyes black. She turns on the Dark Knight. Batman, run! Diana growls as her body becomes not her own. Batman doesn't hesitate. He turns and rushes away.
He actually ran.
Diana struggles
He
against the
actually
magical
ran.
control.
No
She
way.
knows she will lose. Quickly, she tries to give Batman a fighting chance by deleting her magical arm, hoping this will aid him. Batman reaches the edge of the room and leaps down from the clock tower.
Okay, at least she
His
giving him
cape
a
unfurling
chance.
to slow his descent, but he is too
At least a
slow,
fighting chance.
And Diana slams into the ground next to him. Diana!
Is
do
she
you
actually
hear
a
me?
clay?
This isn't you! Batman shouts. But Diana reaches out and grabs him by the
Yo,
neck,
yo, yo,
lifting
one
them
hand.
both back up into the clock tower and throwing
By
him
the
to
neck
floor.
is crazy.
Batman whirls, reaching
Nah.
out with his cape talons and pulling himself to safety. Diana turns her blackened eyes upon him. Diana, I know you're in there. Hear me. Batman hisses at her as he draws his battle axe. He leaps down and swings, the axe biting into Diana's leg. But she
Oh,
makes
yeah, she
no
her?
sign of pain and punches him in the jaw.
Is she
before
really made out of
grabbing
clay?
the axe and kicking him away. Batman slams into a beam, and his body crumples to the floor, his vision going blurry.
Oh, I'm actually curious. I gotta look it up. I'm curious. Hold on. Is absolute? How you spell absolute? I'm a little slow. Okay, the absolute Wonder Woman, is she made out of clay? Yes. What? Yes, Wonder Woman is made out of clay according to her classic origin story. She was sculpted from clay by her mother, Queen Hippolyta, and given life by the Greek gods. The origin has been reaffirmed in various comic books, confirming her roots as an Amazon molded from clay. Ah, that's why she's so perfect. Didn't make sense.
He pushes
That's why
her
she's the most
pain.
powerful of them all.
Diana, wake up! He shouts as she stalks towards him, the battle axe in hand. Maybe one chance. Batman gasps as he reaches into his belt and pulls out Diana's gift. Diana steps down on his chest and raises the battle axe overhead.
Use it.
Quickly, Batman pulls off his glove and grabs the medallion. I demand an audience with Diana of the Wild Isle. He shouts as she swings the axe downward through the air.
Ooh, he
It
almost
stops
died.
inches from his face.
He had a lot of
Batman
trust.
glances around the blade and sees that Diana's eyes have returned to normal. Thank Hecate, she whispers. Batman nods. I'll second that. He
Yeah,
whispers
you
as
must
she pulls
die.
him to his feet. The
You
two
must
quickly
die.
return to the scene of magic. This spell would not have worked without my own hair and blood. I think you'd have to be quite connected to get both those things from me. That and the witch's trance continues to suggest a hidden enemy pulling the strings. Diana ponders. Batman's eyes
I'm just so
widen
surprised she
and
was made out of
grabs
clay.
hold of her as something
But it kinda
clicks
do
amongst
make
the
sense.
candles. He
Is that a
pulls her
butt
away,
crack?
and they leap out the clock tower.
The hell is
as
that?
Bombs detonate behind them. They both slam
They
into
look
the
like a butt.
ground as the church smokes behind them.
Kinda makes sense
Seems
why she's so
like it was
perfect.
a trap for us both, Batman gasps. Diana nods as she pulls herself up. They wanted me to kill you, but who are they? She wonders. I have a list somewhere in my other pants. Batman grunts at her. So wait, are you a golem? Batman asks. No, but the magical and unconventional nature of my birth have left me open to some attacks I hadn't considered, Diana replies. The two sit up, and Diana offers Batman a jump drive, explaining that she rescued a scientist from a government prison maze, and in return, he gave her information. It has quite a bit of information about you, about all of us, she says. Batman takes it. All of us? You mean the Superman? He asks. She
Ooh.
nods. I do. And a few more, she says. Suddenly, the sky
Aquaman.
opens up and snow
Absolute
begins to drip
Aquaman,
downward.
Absolute Flash,
Diana looks up and
Absolute
wonders,
Martian Manhunter,
"Why, Hecate," she whispers. Have you never seen snow?
Absolute
Batman
Green Lantern.
asks. Diana shakes her head, catching the snow in her hand.
No.
I've seen it in books, and once at a great distance on a mountain, but I have never felt it on my face. What perfect magic it is, she whispers. She looks back to Batman. I think we're going to be great friends, Batman.
Oh,
I
y'all
think
are.
One day, you will even tell me your name, she tells him.
Don't worry, you will
Batman
find
looks
out.
at her for a moment. I suspect you already know it, he whispers. I
She
do,
does.
but it's not mine to take. It's yours to give, she tells him. Say it, Batman tells her. She nods and begins to float up into the air. Diana smiles down
Bruce
at him.
Wayne.
Bruce, don't you think we should make friends with the Superman too? I think we're going to need lots of friends if we're going to save the world. May Hecate bless and protect you, Bruce, and those you love.
May the gods of
She
magic
calls as
protect
she
and bless
flies
you.
off into the night. Bruce smiles up at her. Happy holidays, Diana, he whispers. Friday morning.
How weird it seems
Bruce's
smile.
coworkers
It's so
find
weird
him
too.
asleep in his truck at the construction site. They laugh at the young guy in his late nights, knocking on the window to wake him up. Late night, eh, big guy? What have you been doing with yourself? They laugh as they all get to work. Bruce does his job and works hard, listening to the construction
Robin.
guys talk about Batman, Bane, and the possibility of monsters beneath the city. At the end of the day, Bruce is approached by Lucius Fox. Good to have you
Lucius
back.
Fox. Oh yeah. He worked with Lucius Fox.
The
Okay.
foreman says, "Won't happen again, Mr. Fox." Bruce replies, not explaining his long leave of absence. But Fox merely shrugs. "I know you, which means I know you wouldn't have taken off unless something serious was going on. So, as your friend, I just want to make sure you're okay," Lucius tells him.
First of all,
Bruce stares off into the city. He's far
Lucius,
from okay.
you work under Bruce.
After work,
But he's
heads
not
to the
rich.
hospital,
He's not
hoping
rich.
to see his friends.
Ooh.
I brought subs. Double steak for you, Harv.
I forgot.
Oz,
That's
the
what happened to
Prince
his
Prince.
friends.
Bruce tells them as he
To be
walks
honest,
into the room.
Bruce
Harvey
Bane
glares
messed
at
him up so
half his
bad.
face
I
bandaged,
understand the
flashes of dark,
I
bruised
understand the
skin
personality
sticking
change.
out from beneath.
Shit, I will mentally change too if I
Thoughtful
look
of
like
you,
this.
Bruce, he says in his usual
I will be
voice.
mentally messed up.
Except Oz can't eat solids yet. A second.
I
deeper
understand the anger.
voice
I'll be
voices
angry
the
too.
thought.
If I look like that
Bruce
too,
nods and looks at the
and I
floor.
used to be handsome,
Oz shifts
I'll
in
be
his
tight.
bed, his lump of a body still trying to heal from the attack by Bane. Sandwiches. At least Selena left us dough before she took off. He snaps. Every word.
I understand. The
painful.
anger is justified.
Bruce doesn't look at him. I didn't come here to fight, he says softly. But Oz doesn't care. He tries to shift more so he can look at Bruce. And why did you come here, Bruce? To make it all better? To patch things up? Everyone sees me, Harv and Ed, and thinks we're f***ing monsters. But you chose this. You! And now you can't
It is
even
kinda
look
his
at
fault.
us. You did a real good job saving the city. How about next time you try saving your friends? Oz snarls at him. Bruce finally turns away and walks out of the room. Alone, Harvey looks at him. Harsh, Oz. he says in his normal voice. Nah,
Mm.
he deserved it, the darker voice finishes.
Yeah.
That night, Batman
It kinda is his fault, though.
Natural history. Quietly, he makes his way into the Greek mythology wing. He
Shit,
studies
if
the
I get messed up that badly, bro,
about
I'll be
people
tight
turned
too.
into beasts and monsters by the gods.
I'll be
Finally,
mad
he
tight.
reaches into his belt and pulls out the talisman of Hecate. I demand an audience with Diana of the Wild Isle, Bruce whispers. A portal of blood-red light flashes, and Diana steps through. Hello, Bruce. Since the talisman only works 3 times, I can assume you're summoning me for something dire, she asks. Bruce nods as he steps forward. I have a friend who was changed, mutated into something half human, half animal, and he's been getting worse. Your myths are full of beings who go from human to beast, beast to human. I was hoping you can help me. Diana ponders it for a moment before shaking her head. I'm afraid there's
Damn.
nothing to cure your friend on this plane. I do know of one artifact that might help in the other realm.
That Bane beat his ass that bad though to change him like that. I'm just saying, like, Bane beat his ass that bad.
There is something to help
Like, I
you.
saw it, but I'm
You
like,
want to go
damn.
now, Bruce says
That's why I beat the
quickly.
dog shit out of him.
Diana
But like,
nods and
for him
cups
to
her
turn to a
hand gently,
monster,
using her blood magic to open a gate to the world. Batman readies his
like all he
axe
did
and
was just beat the
steps
shit
through.
out of them.
His
But he
eyes
beat the shit out of them
widen
so
at the
bad
strange
that they
world
turned into
he finds
monsters.
himself in. The
They have
bones of
personality
a
change. Like,
fallen
damn,
giant lay
that's
in the
crazy. You get
distance.
your ass beat that
Is
bad.
this
Like, you become a whole new
Hades?
person.
He questions. Diana shakes her head and explains that they are somewhere in between, a place that bridges the 2 realms. The being we seek is Acrolis. He guards a bridge very far from here. Let's begin, she says as
Then
she
begin
begins
a
to
long
walk.
journey.
What about your flying horse? Bruce asks her. She glances at him. Anything flying here is a target. Besides, Pegasus is still wary of mortals, finding most of them unworthy, she notes. And so, their journey begins. Day 2.
Long journey.
Lightning flashes in the sky. If you look at the lightning, it will kill you, she warns Bruce. Day 3. A winged beast flies near
Does
them,
she got a lot of
singing with
knowledge?
beautiful voice.
The hell?
If you listen to its song, it will kill you, Diana warns. Day 7. They
Damn.
cross a
Oh, am I
great
bleeding?
desert. If you stumble, the sands will kill you. Day 11. Bruce looks in awe as a cyclops stomps past in the distance. If you look in his eye, Diana starts to say. He'll kill me? Bruce asks.
Yes.
Diana looks at him in shock. No, it's just impolite. Why would he kill you? She asks. The days continue. Bruce tells Diana about his life.
I would assume that
about
too.
how his father saved him that day at the zoo. No child should lose their father that way. I'm truly sorry, Bruce. Finally, they arrive at Acrolis's bridge, where they find
They getting
the
real
remains of
know
a
each
king
other.
on an altar. 2 coins lay over his eyes. Payment for Charon, the ferryman, to buy passage
Sorry.
into Elysium, where fallen heroes dwell. Diana explains. Bruce stares at the body. Do they really give people passage? Diana stares at him for a moment before turning away. They can see Acrolis's bridge in the distance. Some say they do nothing, others that they grant crossing. Still others, they serve as a dream bridge, offering visions. But no matter, we've arrived. We'll camp here tonight. Tomorrow, we fight, she tells him as they settle for the night. That night, they sit by the fire, and Diana tells Bruce about Acrolis, explaining that his bow is what transforms people from beast to man.
Are they all
and
teenagers
man
right
to
now?
beast. The land he guards is full of beings he's
Because Apple
changed,
Flash look like a
she
teenager.
says as she offers Bruce a potion. It will protect you.
I mean, Diana,
not
she
against
is a
injury
big girl.
or death,
She probably is a
but at
teenager
least
right now.
against Acrolis's magic.
I don't know. She's a teenager, right?
Bruce
Adult
nods
right
and
now.
drinks the green liquid.
Goose right now,
Diana,
he look like a teenager.
You think I can do this? Help my friend? Bruce asks softly. She looks down at the fire. Everything you need lies inside you. Now sleep, she whispers. That night, Bruce falls into a deep sleep. Silently, Diana stands and leans over him, pressing 2 coins against his eyes. Bruce awakens to find himself in the realm of dreams as a child, wearing his Batman cowl, where he is greeted by his father. "Hey, kiddo," Thomas says with a smile as Bruce runs into his arms and hugs his father. They begin to walk through the world of nothing. "So, what's on your mind?" Thomas asks. Bruce shakes his head, explaining that Thomas was a hero and saved Bruce and the others that day. But Bruce can't even save his friends. He's trying, but he just keeps hurting everyone he cares about. Thomas looks at his young son. "This might come as a surprise, but I don't think of what I did that day at the zoo as saving you," Thomas tells him, explaining that saving Bruce was everything he did before that, teaching him about right and wrong, making sure that he woke up every day with food and love, that he made sure Bruce had a future in the world.
He was
Built
talking to his
something
dad.
strong. Bruce stares up at his father with love in his eyes. I really miss you, Dad," Bruce whispers. He awakens with a start, the coins falling from his eyes, to find Diana standing over him. "Bruce, it's time. Get ready," she tells him softly. Bruce pulls on his armor and readies his axe.
I mean, she made that
"I can
clear.
help you fight,
She don't need
but the
sleep.
weapon
She don't
must
need
be
food.
given to you when
She made
you
that clear.
best him," Diana explains. They step onto the bridge and ready their weapons.
That's probably why she was acting like that as a kid.
Come and face us.
She's not even human.
Diana bellows.
She's clay.
Batman watches.
That's why she was
as
moving
a
like
mighty
that.
Centaur steps from the clouds that cover the bridge. Well, well, Diana of the Amazons, daughter
Princess.
of Circe, who, though gifted with the power of transformations like myself,
Yo, we don't want
too
to see that.
good to consort with us
No one wants to see that. I don't want
down
to see your
here.
hair.
What divine joy I shall take in felling you and your mortal mate.
Words up
Acrolis
properly, bro.
snarls.
I don't want to see all
Diana
that.
and Batman leap at the centaur. We're not together. They both bellow as they swing their weapons.
Look at
Diana
that.
goes low, but Acrolis blocks her greatsword.
You look tough.
Bruce slashes high, his axe biting into flesh and knocking one of the centaur's swords away. He whirls and brings his fist up into the creature's
I
belly,
stabbed him for my butt.
knocking him to the ground. Where Acrolis
Your punch is that
doesn't
strong?
move. Slowly, Bruce steps up to the monster. Bruce,
Damn.
never stand behind a centaur, Diana warns.
Oh,
It's too late, and Acrolis' hindquarters rear up and kick.
Oh,
Bruce
why we
hard,
stand behind
sending
him?
flying off the bridge. Shame! I admit he had a warrior's heart. He would have made a fine bat centaur for my stable. Acrolis snorts as he stands. Diana moves to the edge and watches Bruce plummet to the clouds below. But she watches as Pegasus suddenly appears, flying down into the clouds and disappearing. They watch as Pegasus reappears.
Oh, or if
flying
I'm
over
on
the
a Pegasus?
bridge. Acrolis!
He
I
building
got
your
best
Pegasus better than
centaur
you?
Right here, Batman growls as he readies his axe. But Acrolis turns and draws his bow, firing an arrow at Diana. Batman leaps from Pegasus into the arrow's path.
You didn't have to do
shooting his
that.
Friend and taking the blow to the shoulder.
You didn't have to do that.
Tumbles to the bridge, and Acrolis draws another arrow. But Diana,
She could
is
catch
moving
that.
now,
Like, she got
her
super
sword
speed.
flashing and cutting another arrow out of the sky.
She fast
You
enough
were
react
right,
to catch that.
Acrolis. My mother is a master of transformation, but so am I. Watch closely as I transform your face. Diana snarls as she lashes out.
I'm gonna make you
cracking the
beautiful.
centaur
I'm gonna beat
across
your
the
ass so
face
bad, I'm gonna
and
make you
dropping
beautiful.
him to the ground. With Acrolis
Imagine said,
Diana
I'll beat your
rushes
ass
to
so bad, I'll
Bruce's
make you
side.
pretty.
Slowly, she helps him up. Diana, I failed. I couldn't. The artifact. He gasps. But she shakes her head as she breaks the arrow in his shoulder,
Ooh.
leaving the arrowhead inside his flesh. You've not failed, Bruce. Remember what I told you. Now let's get you home, she says softly as she easily lifts him. Darkness
I mean,
begins to
you got super
overtake
strength.
him, and for a brief moment, Bruce can see his father watching them. Goodbye, Thomas whispers. Sunday morning, Bruce's alarm beeps and he sits
You ain't
up.
gonna take it
The
out
head
of him?
The arrow is still buried in his shoulder, and he remembers what Diana said that night at the fire. Everything you need lies inside you. Bruce pulls out the arrowhead and stares at the glowing orange crystal. Turn 2 legs into 4, and 4 into 2. That night,
Use your
in the
knowledge. Come on.
sewers, Waylon pulls himself out of the muck to feast on the cart of meat that Bruce.
Where the
and
hell the
Alfred
scene he
leave
said
for
go
him.
to hell?
But he also finds a necklace and a note.
Oh, I don't think he said it like that.
Wear this necklace. Let it touch your skin. You are.
It looked
never
like they're gonna
alone.
fight, but I don't think he
The note
said it like that.
reads, Waylon
like,
narrows
wait,
his eyes
go to
and
hell?
reaches for the necklace. Bruce, he hisses softly. And that was the full story.
That's it?
of Absolute Wonder Woman, issue 15, and Absolute Batman, issue 16, by Kelly Thompson and Scott.
I did know absolute when Batman did came out 2015, right? So they still making the story. It's not like they stopped. It's he's still making the story. Ferrari says Supergirl is super trash. I'm not watching so I'm not really interested in seeing Supergirl. Well, when I saw the trailer, I was not interested. Supergirl, I like the CW Supergirl, but I don't like the Supergirl they making right now. I am not interested whatsoever in that Supergirl. That's the junk stuff. I'm not interested in that, baby. Yeah, I can have that. I'm not gonna watch stuff I'm not interested in. Okay, damn, what's a playlist? Nine. Oh shoot! One playlist.
Diana of Themyscira is the last Amazon to protect the world. Well,
Move. Come on. The Batman who's left. I'm actually curious in this one. Guess we can move this. Oh yeah, Absolute Green Arrow. I forgot about that.
the secret truth behind Absolute Batman's origin is finally revealed.
Is it? Okay. You can stop.
The laughter echoes from deep beneath the manor. Below, the computer monitors show the events of Gotham, the rise of the party animals, and the appearance of Batman. Jack Grimm sits before the screens and watches, his mouth twisted into a
Ew,
monstrous,
is that the Joker?
unhinged grin. His body
Ew.
half morphed between human and something else. The fetuses hang off his chair. Tubes connect.
Yeah, you gotta
to
do
his
this
body,
character design.
offering
Batman, you gotta kill him.
their lives.
You can't be playing with this Joker.
Meanwhile,
This Joker is
Bruce
not the one to
sits
play
in a
with.
vault in his bunker.
You gotta kill this
his
version.
eyes manic as he pores over the files that Gordon gave him. The comms in his cowl beep with activation, and he hears the voice of Barbara Gordon. "Batman, are you there?" she asks. The news of her father's death has been all over the city, as had the report that it was Batman who killed him.
Oh,
Please,
damn.
just tell me you didn't do it. You didn't do this, right? Batman? Did you? She whispers. But
Say
Bruce
something.
ignores the cowl. There's a tap on the door. "Kid, it's been days. I'm going to need some proof of life, or..." Alfred calls from the other side. The old veteran sighs at the lack of an answer. But suddenly, there is a yell behind him.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Harley bellows as she rushes the door, raising a cobbled-together techno hammer she made. "Miss Quinn, it's a computerized vault. A simple hammer won't open it," Alfred shouts as he jumps out of the way. "It's not a hammer. It's a 92,000-volt magnesium-amplified double lithium electro thunder
I'll forgive you again. Harley Quinn's smart.
Simple,
But same time, isn't she just
she shouts as she raises
therapist?
the weapon. There's the crack of thunder as the hammer knocks the door off its hinges. And slowly, the two step inside to find an empty room. The emergency tunnel open. "Kid, Bruce!" He's gone. Turned off his comms too. "Any ideas, Miss Quinn?" Alfred asks. Quinn looks at the files and pictures scattered across the floor. Slowly, she reaches for one and reads it more closely. "Oh no," she whispers. Elsewhere, Wayland stands in Eddie's lap. He watches as his friend twists and dances across the floor, watching hundreds of monitors, his head hooked to cables that wind up into the ceiling. "We have to help him, man.
Is that Riddler?
He's lost in his head." "Eddie?" Wayland calls. "Answer. Ricky
Yeah,
Logan
knew it.
Surgery.
Knew it, Riddler.
Answer. Neutrinos," Eddie whispers, answering questions that only he can hear. "I get it, okay? You have a right to be angry with Bruce. You all do. Damn it. Can you at least look at me when I'm talking to you?" Wayland asks.
That nigga is
The
lost.
screens all shift and a large image of Eddie appears. His face appeared as it once did. "I am looking at you, and I'm not angry with anyone. I'm just occupied. We're all
Nah, you're
occupied,
lost.
eh?" Eddie tells him.
Lost.
Wayland shakes his head. "Occupied or not, we need to figure out the way forward. Where is everyone? Where's Harvey?" The images on the screens shift, showing security cameras from a club. People are dancing and having fun.
Harvey in the back or
Harvey
farming.
stands in the shadows, flipping a coin, his scarred face shrouded by his hair.
Yeah, he changed
Watching
so
criminals
much.
He once put away.
That
in
ass
the
whooping,
time
boy,
of
he
their life.
he beat the
39
shit out of
cases
him.
in all, killers and thieves, all set free because of Harvey's partnership with Batman, Eddie says in answer to Wayland's unasked question. "And Ozzy?" Wayland asks softly. The screens shift again to the security cameras from Ozzy's club. The place
he Penguin?
empty. Wayland watches as his friend hoists his twisted body onto a couch, his face twisting in pain at every movement. "I don't know, boss. Maybe we call it a night. Everyone went to Cosmos. The dance floor is dead," a security guard tells him. Ozzy shakes his head. "Get my dancing shoes, Mo. The bright, shiny gold ones. Let's go to Cosmos and see if that's the place to be. Oh, and get the C4. Ozzy squawks. Wayland sits down and
Is he Penguin?
"We're falling apart here.
He got that
Burn me
arch
down
like
too,
Penguin.
you know," he says. Eddie finally turns and actually looks at him. He walks over and sits with his friend. "We're not falling apart. We're just trying to put ourselves back together. Take back control. You don't know what it's like. Not anymore," Eddie says. The Wayland reaches up and pulls off his sunglasses, showing his yellow reptilian eyes. "Yeah, Eddie, I do. And how we take back control is together. That's the answer to your riddle, he says. Eddie smiles at his friend and puts an arm around his shoulder. Ah, I see what you did there. You know, I gotta say, I like the yellow. You're one of us, buddy. Now, just for the sake of argument, what do you think can we do about Bruce? He asks. The past. Bruce has gotten in the car with Carmine Falcone.
Don't show him the
The
past.
car stops out
Hey!
front of Blackgate
Just show him
Prison.
the past.
Take a look at your new abode, son. Beautiful Blackgate Prison, Falcone says with a smile. Bruce glances back at him. I don't understand. I thought I was going to work off my debt. Oh, you are. In there, Falcone tells him, explaining that Bruce is going to be sentenced to 6 months in Blackgate Prison, where he'll learn every way to get people and things in and out of the prison.
Okay.
Now, Batman glides through the night air.
Guess
of
that's
Gotham
somewhat a good
City.
way to learn.
He collapses his cape and shoots down to the walls of Blackgate.
His cape is so cool.
His cape talons digging into the concrete and holding him
He can
steady.
do that?
Quickly, he reaches up and slides a secret hole in the wall aside and slips into the prison. He moves through the shadowy corridors until he finds the cell he is searching for. Joe Chill stares out
Who's
his
that?
window. Say it, Chill. Tell me it's a lie, Batman growls. Joe whirls in terror, backing away from Batman. But Batman reaches
Come
his
here.
talons
Come
through
here.
the bars
I'm gonna
and
talk to you,
wraps
boy.
them around Joe's throat, pulling him close. I was given files by Jim Gordon. Files that claim it was all some setup. The
Yeah, you're like,
Sunset
wait,
Challenge,
wait,
the
wait,
winning project, the trip to the zoo, and you. The files say you were a part of it somehow. That you went to the zoo with a specific target, Thomas Wayne. That it was all some plot.
Are you gonna kill
Say
him?
it's a lie! Batman yells at him. Suddenly, there is a light in the
This is
darkness
true.
as a cigarette
I did
is
it.
lit from the bottom bunk of
And
the
now
cell.
show it.
The fire
Now do it
illuminates
again.
the face of the straw man. Easy there, friends, he says softly, the stitches on his mouth pulling tight. Batman releases Chill and takes a step back from the bars. You killed Jim Gordon, Batman whispers.
Oh yeah, he did.
The straw man shifts.
Where is
and sits on the edge of
the
bunk.
absolute Robins?
Me? I heard it was you, but my guess, it just became too much for him. Happens a lot these days, the straw man says, as he stands and turns to Joe Chill, blowing smoke into his face. Joe, how about you let the two of us talk? Maybe go make your bed. Scarecrow suggests.
Oh, he about to hang himself.
Joe's eyes go wide and he nods dumbly. Sure, good idea, he whispers.
Ooh.
Scarecrow turns.
He might not
and
ever wake
steps
up again.
up to the bars.
Who the hell
Now,
is Scarecrow become so
forgive
scary?
me, but I have to say, it's so nice to finally talk to you.
Scarecrow
face
got a
to
lot
face
older.
after all these years, Bruce. I get your frustration. None of this makes a lick of sense. A big, decades-long conspiracy to make you into this. But that's because you're missing the key. The reason for it. Why you, of all people? But see, that's the best part, Scarecrow tells him. Behind him, Joe pulls himself up onto the top bunk. Batman
And fall.
shakes his head angrily. Why would I listen to you? You're just another one of his operatives, he growls. Scarecrow nods knowingly. Maybe I am some operative. Traveling the world, toppling governments, causing panic. Or maybe I'm just a straw man out for a walk, he says with a shrug. But we're here to talk about you. Why in the hell was all this done to you? And the reason is your mother, Bruce.
Mother?
Because Martha, she was a loyal member of the Court of Owls, a terrorist. Shut up! Batman reaches through the bars and tries to grab Scarecrow, but the straw man slips just outside his reach, pulling a knife and stabbing Bruce in the
Ooh.
arm.
Yeah,
forcing
you can't
him
be
to
doing that with
pull
someone
back
dangerous
and
like that.
clutch at the wound. Liar, Bruce hisses. Scarecrow shakes his head. I'm afraid not, buddy. It's the one thing Gordon hid from you. Now, I know it's hard realizing your life was some project. But the good news is,
Yeah, you're a
it's
subject.
not, he says, his
You're a
mouth
test subject.
twisting into a smile.
Wait. So
Stitches pulled
the family got
together.
killed because
See,
the wife.
Grim and I, we thought it'd be funny. What's the natural prey of an owl, Bruce? That's right, a bat. That's the way of your life. Batman isn't a project. He's a joke. Scarecrow turns back to Joe.
Ooh.
All done making your bed, Joe? He asks. Joe nods as he slips the tighten noose made from his sheets around his neck and ties the other
No!
end to the
No,
pipes
don't
in the
do it.
ceiling. Yep, all done, he says before sliding off the top bunk. The sheet tightens and he begins to choke. Chill! What are you doing? Batman shouts. He snaps out his talons, wrapping it underneath Joe's arm and onto the pipe, pulling it tightly so that it holds Chill up slightly. Hang on! Don't do this! Batman shouts, talking to both Scarecrow and Chill. The straw man smiles at him. We all live in an age of dread, Bruce, Scarecrow says as he readies his knife. He lashes out and quickly slashes
What are
through
Absolute
Bruce's
Robins?
cape. And I, for one, think it's wonderful. I'll tear you apart!
I'll
Bruce
rip you shred to
shouts
shred.
as crows caw from the shadows, stepping out
I
into
will
the
make
light
you
as
bleed.
Bruce watches Joe choke to death and suddenly goes still. Scarecrow reaches up and tips his hat. I guess that's my cue to walk on. But you take care, Bruce. Keep digging. There's a lot more to
No, they don't
discover.
think Bruce
I
dead.
promise. It's so much worse than you think.
They don't
He
think Batman dead.
says as he disappears into the shadows. The prison alarms start blaring, and Batman is forced to retreat, leaping back out into the night and gliding away. The past. Bruce has been released from prison and stands in the office of Carmine Falcone. One of his other goons hands Bruce a bat. You did a good job in Blackgate, Bruce. It's time to graduate to the bat, Falcone informs him. Bruce shakes his head and puts it back on the desk. I'm not some enforcer. Carmine lights a cigar and takes a few
You are,
puffs.
boy.
At your size, son, don't worry. You'll never even have to use it. But everyone has to go through it. You'll do great. It's just a bat. A tool. Nothing special about it, Carmine informs him. Now, Batman glides through the night.
Right.
He reactivates his comms and patches through to Alfred. Pennyworth. He killed him. Right in front of me. I couldn't stop it. Just like
Gotta make him
Gordon,
believe.
Batman growls.
Yeah,
Who
this
killed
Scarecrow-
who, Bruce? What the bloody hell is going on? Alfred snaps. But something rises through the clouds.
Absolute
above
Robin.
Gotham. Batman's eyes widen at the sight of a giant mecha. Stop! By the authority of the Robin Initiative, you're under arrest.
You're
Dick
under arrest
Grayson
for being
orders.
sexy.
Batman collapses
Come here.
his cape and drops like a
Get that
missile
baby
towards
oil.
Gotham below. But Jason Todd is on the streets. He raises his mecha's rifle and opens fire, the heavy rounds thundering through the air. Batman deploys his cape again, but the rounds chew through the material and he tumbles to the pavement. Got him! Ground team, close in! Jason shouts over the comms. Batman struggles to his feet as three
Jason Todd,
motorcycles suddenly encircle
Red Hood,
Okay, mob
Dick
him,
Grayson,
Stephanie
Nightwing.
says as her motorcycle transforms into a suit of armor. Duke and Tim are at their side, their motorcycles transforming into their own suits of armor. Kid, get out of there! Run! Alfred shouts.
And you ain't gonna be
over the
able to beat them.
comms, But Bruce shakes his head. He readies himself, reaching up and pulling free his battle axe. No. The team of Robins stand in front of him. All right then, Batman. Time's up. Tim Drake calls. And that was the complete story for Absolute Batman.
Okay. Haven't got to a fight It took that long to get to the Absolute Robins.
Absolute Rob.
Okay. Watch that next time. Okay. You can tell I'm getting sleepy, but oh my god, bro. Assassin Night, Low Nights, Mr. Scratch, show like, make sure you know, catch the bell in case I don't see you. Good morning, good afternoon, good